right.
So we're not going to touch the item with Mage Hand.
Yeah, we did retcon that, which means that we retcon some of the conversation, by the way, with Erasmus and Abel. Because they weren't able to work together. Erasmus was in survival mode. Erasmus was deeply, deeply concerned the entire session. I just put you in survival mode too, CO, in this case, just to be safe. So you guys have been pretty silent for the most part. Anyway, we're coming back, and you guys can talk.
Yeah.
Hello?
Well, we're in a lot of trouble.
Oh God.
So I can switch
Nice.
out my spells if so. Now that Gentle Repose is cast on Abel's body, if I take 4 hours to switch out spells, I can take Protection from Good and Evil, cast on Abel's body, which protects him from possession, and then we could possibly try making the switch back.
Sounds good.
Possibly.
So, question: would that not prevent possession by Abel?
Well, it's like
Is Abel evil?
He's
The-
good.
It's protection from good and evil.
Oh, he's good.
I think it.
He should have been
Yeah.
evil.
But it's also
my
good
God.
and evil, so being evil
Ah, we're
is...
screwed.
Yeah.
I think I can screen it. It's sort of like mind shielding, where it's like I can. I think.
Protection of odds and
Choose
evens.
which. Choose which. Are you trying to say like you can choose which one you're trying to protect from?
Till the spell ends, one willing creature is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fiends, fae, and undead. So I'm assuming this is an undead soul. So Abel's soul would not be undead.
Well, he's technically dead.
So Kino, you can do a religion check on this on your own spell, but I'm gonna help you because I don't want you to do something and it ends up being because you would know this since it's yours. They're both considered ghosts, which are actually not undead.
Okay.
Technically, they're not undead. They're not in the undead category because it's a spirit. So yeah.
Never mind, then that plan is dead in the water.
Question. Is Abel possessing himself?
Yes. Technically, via the rules, via Raw, Abel is repossessing his body. It is a possession, just like in all the rules that possession happen. Like there are certain spells that I don't want to get into that will absolutely affect this. Yes, it is considered a raw possession.
Okay, so I can only protect from possession if it's by one of those certain creatures.
Yeah.
I'm sorry your friend died.
He's not dead
We
yet.
don't know if they're dead yet.
Oh wait.
I don't know.
Why couldn't Bimmy touch the flask and put it in his hand? And we keep on trying over and over again until we get it right.
We're just gonna beat an evil wizard out of him if it comes into him.
It might be too heavy for Bemmy, and I don't know if that works.
We also have the defender.
As great of a plan as it is to just keep trying over and over again, I would like to remind you that the way we got the soul out of this body was dispel magic, which is limited.
A high level dispel magic.
It's level 3 isn't exactly high.
Maybe we just have to keep on resting. I've got dispel magic also, but I'm not really running low on energy.
Well, I was saying it was a high DC dispel magic.
Yes.
Oh, do we know what kind of container the soul is being held in?
Yeah, so yes, we do actually. So I did describe it last time. So basically, it's in this very ornate, very very delicate, intricate phylactery. It's a pyramid, but it's made out of glass, sapphire, and other precious gems, and it goes all the way up to the pyramid. It's actually meant to be enticing. That's why, presumably, when Abel saw it, he was like, "Whoa, what's this?" And that was it.
What if we just break it? What if we just
That would destroy
That
both the
seems
souls
like it
within.
might be-
I
Yeah.
wasn't proposing we do it. I was just, proposing the idea of us doing it.
Sio will stand in the background and try and flip through the Demonomicon, knowing this isn't a demon, but maybe
Sure.
something about a soul phylactery may be mentioned, and she'll consult the pseudo dragon to see if maybe the wizard who had imprisoned him and his sister maybe worked on this sort of thing.
So the Citadel does tell you that he's never seen anything like this and doesn't know anything about it much. However, it's a good idea to look in the book. It's going to take some time. The book is super large, and it's not being incredibly cooperative. Last time when you opened the book, when you were asking for a specific demon, it kind of went right to the page, but this time it's not. So he's going to have to take some time looking through the book. So you can start that.
Okay, she'll ask the group if we intend to stay here until we address Abel's situation.
Yes.
I would like to.
All right.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay, then I'll see if there's anything in the Demonomicon about this. So I'll just go over here and sit and read for a while. And she'll go do that?
Yep, cool. All right, so you're just going to go into the closest corner here and read?
Yeah, whatever safe little area there is where I'm out of the way and I can focus.
Yep. So this is what so Erasmus and Sia, this is what you missed. There is a magic thread thing on the table here. Everything else seems to be mundane. However, there are a decent amount of tools on the table itself, which you can go and look at. They're mostly carpenter's tools, though. It's just two hammers, two little basically like levy compasses, like the just the square compasses here to measure things. And then there's a solvent at the table on this side. There are two boxes, and then there's these strange cauldrons, and each of the cauldrons has a different liquid inside of it. It's like a green liquid, a golden liquid, and then like a silvery liquid.
Be careful with the liquids. One of them's an ooze.
Can I make a perception check?
Yes.
Well, my passive is 18.
Yep.
Onto which one might be an ooze?
Yeah, so you do, and in this case, all of them are viscous. You think to yourself that any of these could actually be with your 18. Any of these could actually end up being an ooze. They're viscous enough that each one of them poses a threat to you.
I was really excited that I rolled an 18 plus 21 perception.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were using a passive. No, 21.
No, yeah, I accidentally rolled but it was Ebram. It was an 18 plus 9, but
gotcha.
for Erastus it's an 18 plus 8 or plus 3. So
okay,
I guess
21.
switch. Yeah.
Yep. You're pretty sure that the silvery one, even though it's viscous, is not an ooze. You are decently sure that the green one is an ooze, and you are uncertain about the golden one.
I'll communicate that, and I will look into the silvery one.
Yeah, this is a weird liquid you've never seen before. It's not exactly like mercury, but it is metallic in nature. It doesn't appear to be like the way that you were seeing if it's an ooze or not. The telltale signs of oozes when you start looking at them, if you know what to look for, and you can see like so. Basically, what they do is they have a very small amount of congealed, spindly, see-through like muscle that always lies in the bottom. It's very hard to see. And sure enough, the green one you think has it. It's super hard though, but you're pretty sure. But this one, this is different. This is some kind of metallic silvery liquid. You've never seen anything like it. It's not mercury for sure. You've seen mercury plenty of times. This is something different.
I'm going to stop before you touch it. Don't. Chris, do I recognize it?
In this case, no. This is different than when you came in before.
What you think it is.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, this is different.
I know where your
last
brain
time.
was going.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
Well,
So we can cross the blood of the crawling god off the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not there. Yeah, it is
Okay.
different than that.
I want to like wrap the side of the cauldron and see if it vibrates. How it transfers energy. That'll
On
give
the
me a good.
silvery one.
Yeah, I'm like tapping the side of the cauldron with my wrench, and
Okay.
I'm just looking to see how it transfers energy. That'll give me a good hint onto what material this is made out of.
So the liquid is much heavier than you expected it to be. You expected there to be some like vibrance and like reverberation through the liquid. There isn't. It's
Depending
way
on what
heavier.
Depending on what it is, it can be anything. Liquid tungsten, lead.
Would it be a liquid metal? Is it hot?
It doesn't have to be
It's
hot
not
to be a
giving,
liquid metal.
and it's not giving off any heat at all.
Doesn't have to be hot to be a liquid metal. Some things melt at room temperature.
Huh.
And also magic, so fuck science, I guess.
Yes.
Hmm.
So do you think you could science Abel out of this one?
Who has the highest intelligence of the group?
Me.
Is that
Me and Miracle Tie. Me and Miracle Tie, I think.
Well,
Wait, what
okay.
is your intelligence?
17.
I think you have higher by one.
Well, 17 is enough to think about a couple different things. So, one of the things that you know for sure is that you saw it yourself. That once you touch the phylactery, the soul gets swapped out. So the problem is that if there's a soul already in the phylactery, the soul is going to get swapped out. Now, if you find a way to swap it into the wrong body or whatever, and you have to keep going, the problem is no matter what, it looks like this is like a two-way street. You touch a soul and it gets sucked in. Now, the hard part is how to get Abel's soul out of the phylactery into its body and then have the evil wizard back into where he started. And you start like thinking through the numbers, you go through it, and it is going to somewhat be like a math problem. Like you basically have
Chris, I did this equation over the week.
yeah.
I wrote it out and did it.
Right. So you are going to have to risk. It does look like no matter what, unless you destroy the phylactery, you're of course going to have to risk the evil wizard coming through. However, last time the evil wizard ran and he was subdued. Now he's subdued. So knowing that it's a wizard, you would just have to go through and figure out what you need to do to make that safe.
Even if I ran the kind of couple scenarios, even if we got another host that was willing or unwilling, doesn't really matter. It would still just expedite our. It would increase our problems. The headache is just keeping it at one. We mitigate our headaches by keeping it at one variable. We have a 50-50 shot of getting Abel back or not. I don't want to overcomplicate this. I don't want to overcomplicate this. I think we need to have him touch it, his body touch it, and just like sit on his chest.
Okay.
And then when he wakes up,
Tie him up or
ask him
something.
ask him a
yeah,
question that. Oh, well, I weigh 300 pounds, so that's as good as tying him up.
I also bound
I
his
thought he was already tied
ankles
up.
and wrists. Yeah, just in case.
I believe he is
well,
tied up. I
Yes,
believe
he's
he
already
is
tied up.
Yeah.
Just ask him a question only the real Abel would know.
I could do that.
Fortunately, Kino is here. Meta out of game. I don't know how that would have ever happened if you weren't here, Kino. Because I mean, Henri
would've-
knows, but I wouldn't have allowed her to. Yeah.
I would have asked him an artificer question.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
I would have asked him for like the carbon composite rate.
Sio will pipe up from her corner. Not going to pretend like I know anything about science or even magic for that matter, but as I guess a layperson, wouldn't it be possible for whatever soul is in Abel's body to be able to look at his memories and answer something like that? Are memories something that's tied to a soul per se? Or is that just
Yes.
tied to, somebody's mind?
I think
Or
well then Maybe we should go with the science question because memories and knowledge are different things.
Or we could go with Zone of Truth.
Or we could do both.
Or I could just punch him until he answers the question.
So Greta, you would know that Zone of Truth is a surefire thing. He can. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who you are. You can't really lie through that. He just would not answer.
Right.
If he's the real Abel, he would have no reason to resist it.
Exactly.
Correct.
So do you want us to do that?
That sounds good
Yep.
to me.
I mean, before you
it might
cast
be
it, I could ask him like 1 or 2 questions. If he passes that, we can double up and do a Zone of Truth.
Right. If there's any question. I still think Zone
Yes.
of Truth would be a good idea, but we can he's gonna be tied up, so why not?
Do we know
So-
how we're moving the phylactery to Abel?
Can Bimmy do it?
I think the
So
best
real
idea
quickly,
is to
Abel, what's
think-
going to end
I
up
think you
happening?
can.
What's going to end up happening is once this goes through and happens, I will be playing your character for the next 5 minutes or so while they figure out who it is and who it isn't. So obviously,
Okay.
if you talk, they would know that it's Abel. So just as a heads up. But go ahead, keep going, guys.
I'm muting myself again. One thing I know somebody mentioned using the defender. The defender needs directions from Abel, so he's
Right.
kind of inert right now.
Maybe it is.
Bim,
Okay.
Chris, Bimmy doesn't have a soul to my knowledge, correct?
He does not. He
Okay.
absolutely does not.
So Bimmy will go over and touch the phylactery. And
Okay.
I'm just like waiting to see if anything happens.
Nothing seems to happen with Bimmy touching the phylactery. I assume Bimmy is trying to be as careful as he possibly can. Those instructions you gave him.
Yeah.
Understand
Well-
this. What are Bimmy's stats again? Can you read me his stats? He has stats now, right?
Yes, he does.
Correct. He's technically a what do they call him?
homunculus.
Homunculus servant.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
homunculus. Yeah.
He has 4 strength, 15 dex, 12 con, 10 intelligence, 10 wisdom, 7 charisma.
I'm a little offended. Benny has
Yeah, you are freaking lucky that he has the 15 dex. That's crazy. Okay, I was a little worried that he was clumsy. He is not. So okay, That's good.
He's a very agile burb.
he really is. Yeah.
Or it has better
Okay.
stats than me.
All right.
He has better dexterity than me.
I was gonna say that's enough that you don't have to roll for him to be careful. So that's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Bird has the same intelligence as me, and I feel slightly sad.
You're bird brained.
What was the
CO.
intelligence?
Yeah.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Better intelligence than me.
That bird is smarter than Grin.
I have
Mine-
the same intelligence as Grin.
I invented a bird. I invented a grin bird. And I
Alright.
can just okay. So he'll just
Yep.
Bring it over to Abel's hand, but not like touching it, just ready. And whenever it comes time,
Where
he'll just like nudge it towards the hand.
Sure, this is relatively important, and I'm going to give it that you guys took some time because Sio's still studying. Sio, by the way, you keep the book is a little annoying. It keeps running to a chapter of this thing called a baba, but you keep trying to like find what you're looking for. But anyway, where did you guys put Abel, and where's everyone else while this happens? So you'll see the stream catch up. But where would you like Abel's body to be?
Let's see.
Middle of the
I
room?
say we have him in the corner, so there's only really one way for him to go.
I'm gonna stand in front of the door.
Okay. All right, so we'll put Abel somewhere over here first. So you're going to stand in front of the door. Are we keeping
I'm
the
gonna
door
close
closed or open?
Close it.
Close
I'm
it?
gonna beckon everyone inside.
Yep. So everyone will come in, and we will close the door. And Kina's going to stand close to the door. Now, where do we want to put Abel in this interesting mess of a room? So, where do you want Abel to be?
I would also say maybe 2 or 3 people stand in the other hallway, so if by some miracle Abel breaks free, he doesn't run into the other hallway.
Yeah, I'll
Alright,
go
so
over
over
there.
That's
here?
not strong. Wait,
Put Abel in this
Okay,
Alright.
in case he breaks free, can I ready a hold person?
Of course. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Anyone can hold any spells they want, but okay, so I'm going to put you over in the hallway, Pyramid. And do you want to be in the hallway too, Miracle?
I guess.
Okay.
I'm not very strong, but I got a spell ready to make him stay still.
Okay. All right. Pandemonium, where do you want to be?
I suppose I would go stand in the hallway as well.
Okay.
Oh, as Miracle starts reading this spell, I'm just gonna walk up to her and go, "We need to talk later, but before I forget, I think I owe you this," and I'm gonna put 100 gold in her pocket.
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
Amanda steals from
just
us,
use it.
and Tyler gives to us.
Just use it to.
Gage,
I know you have a
fight me.
familiar. I know you have a familiar. My friend with Henri. Just put it
Yeah.
towards familiars. You've been incredibly helpful.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
my
you-
familiar's still
Fight me,
out,
Gage.
isn't it? It
You know
never
the
died.
You know the Sky Lady.
Okay. So,
I've stolen
now
from
we're-
you before, and I'll do it again.
Which
where
one?
would you like to be,
Chris.
Griffin? Yeah.
Which one is Abel?
Abel's this one right here, right now. So he's going to be
Okay.
somewhere around here, but and this is Erastus. So Erastus is the dragon.
I'm in a pretty good spot. I want to be able to get close to him in case something bad happens to
Okay.
make sure he doesn't die.
All right, Macmorn, where do you
Chris.
want to be? Yep, I'll get you in 1 second. Where do you want to be, Macmorn?
I'll stand in the lower right corner.
Okay. All right, Miracle, what's up?
My familiar is still out. It hasn't died, right?
No, it has not died. Yeah.
Okay. I was
Yep.
wondering because I was like, did the black smoke kind of thing do anything to it, like make
No.
it disappear?
No, it's
Yeah.
still up there. So, all right. So Abel's body. So Erastus, you've dragged Abel's body here, and we're gonna use Abel's defender right now for Bimmy as a stand-in. So Bimmy is going to take the phylactery out, and then to describe what your instructions were specifically to Bimmy.
Huh. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit on Abel, and I'm gonna tell Bimmy to. Can he pick it up?
Yeah,
He's got a
it's
strength of
actually
4.
fragile. It's actually light and fragile enough that he can pick it up. That is correct. Yep.
He'll pick it up, and
Wow.
he will like penguin waddle over to Abel,
Yep.
and then make it touch Abel.
All right. As it does that, it does light up. You notice that so it's made out of a glass, like a crystalline glass substance, a sapphire substance, and so it's a pyramid. And inside this pyramid are these little intricate pillars made out of sapphire. Those start to glow incredibly brightly, and then you notice that there is a small, like emerald, like star, like basically gem that drops to the bottom, and then that's where the basically this whole magic thing happens. It gets incredibly bright, and then Abel is suddenly conscious. He takes a huge deep breath in, and he says, "Where am I?"
All right.
I
Spells up.
immediately put my hand over his mouth so he can't cast a spell if he tries to.
Okay. Yep.
Zone is up.
Okay, if we're gonna do this, do it now.
What are we doing?
Are you casting Zone of Truth?
I thought Kino said he was going to ask him some questions first that only he would know.
Okay. I stand by the door and I go, okay. Hand off the mouth.
I
So
slowly
before
bring
we
my hand off the
before we
mouth.
get into this, Abel, do me a huge favor. Roll a d4 for me.
But he will be able to hear the crackling of thunder from my gauntlets as I activate them.
Okay.
I haven't hit
Yep.
them, but he can hear them.
All right. And Abel, what did you end up getting? Sorry.
4.
4? Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead and
Oh.
ask.
What is the name of your Modron?
He looks at you and he says, "Modron?"
It's not him.
Hand over mouth. And Bimmy knocks the thing towards him again and makes him touch it again.
You notice the same exact thing happens. It looks like death. It looks like a horrific, awful event that's going on through this. It looks painful. Anyway, go ahead and roll D4, Abel.
Oh,
So
cool.
once more, we doing this again?
Yeah, let's keep it going.
All right, and he'll knock it back to him.
Oh man.
What'd you get,
4.
Abel?
4.
A 4? Okay.
Maybe it's different.
All right.
It's a
It
different
goes
form.
back. So right. So it goes through, and it says, "No, I'm able. It's okay. I'm able. I'm able."
And my hand is
It's-
still over his mouth. Kino,
Oh,
question,
okay.
please.
So he can't say that then. Yep.
What city were we teleported in as children
I will
into?
He
hand away
says,
from mouth.
"Yep." He says, "Waterdeep."
Not
Hand
him.
over mouth again. Okay, Bimmy again. Suck him back in.
Okay. Go
I'm
ahead and
enjoying
This
this way
is
too
really
much.
interesting.
I'm enjoying this way too
I'm
much.
just gonna.
Me
you
too.
watch it, like Erastus screams at the phylactery, like he just screams at this thing of glass. He's like, "We can do this all day, asshole."
It's
So
horrible.
go ahead. Go ahead and roll.
So can
Abel.
he.
I thought
2.
they were.
Okay, 2. All right.
No, maybe
Okay.
it's good. Maybe it's good.
And
Okay,
Bimmy
so
Bimmy
he,
will put him back in the body.
He does it again. This is actually an important thing to go through, no matter what. Abel will see why later. Oh well, Abel. But all right. So
And I will remove the.
all
the
right.
hand
So
away
he
from the mouth.
he like comes to. He doesn't say anything. He's looking around. Yeah, obviously your hand's covered his mouth. Yep.
Yeah. So, question, Kino, please.
What is the name of your Modron?
And I will remove the hand.
I'll let you talk, Abel. We'll go ahead and tell him.
Modron 7472.
Okay. How do you feel about me maybe tinkering with your Steel Defender right here?
I'd rather you don't. What do you need to fix? It's perfect.
What is the carbon
And-
composition of steel?
I don't know
He
that.
would know.
He does.
Abel would be able to tell you. Yeah. Abel would.
1%.
Okay.
And what was the city we were teleported into as kids that I met you in?
Neverwinter.
It's him.
Question, it was 1.2%. And then I get off of him. Like, Erastus puffing his chest that he's defeated this person in a battle of wits.
Be careful of the phylactery. It's still right there.
All right, now break
right.
it.
All right.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so the back
No, you have
phylactery
to
is
use the
there.
spell.
Yep.
A spell to
You have
break
to
it.
use the spell. Wait, I remember that. I have shatter.
Wait, I have an idea.
I want
Back
to
away.
move away
You know,
from
I was
it
gonna say
before
to be honest, guys, if you back up, had Erastus said I smash it with my gauntlets, it just would have been it. So
Can I just
you
do
might
that?
have saved.
No.
Sure, you totally can, but you might have literally just saved a permanent character death. So Miracle, so that would have sucked. But yeah, Miracle might have saved your ass like hardcore Erastus if you had smashed it. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah.
I,
So,
I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying that could have just broken it.
no, you could have totally done
No.
it, but it would have
You
you would have
yourself.
permanently lost your character. So anyway, go
Ooh.
ahead.
I'm pulling Abel away, and I'm taking the restraints off of his wrists and ankles.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask, should I cast shatter?
Yeah.
I can do it if you don't want to.
No. I'm gonna ask everyone to just kinda get.
Yeah, I'm just pointing
away
that
from
out,
the
Erastus, because you know that Miracle literally just saved your life. There's no coming
I
back.
wasn't. I
from
wasn't gonna hit
resurrection.
it. I
Oh,
thought you were
gotcha.
saying that. I thought you were saying that
Uh-huh.
if I did hit it, it would have just destroyed it, and that wouldn't have been a
Oh,
problem.
gotcha.
But I
I
wasn't
thought-
planning on
yeah.
hitting it.
Gotcha. Okay.
I get.
Alright. I'm gonna ask everyone to stand 10 feet away from that, I guess.
I'm going more than
Okay.
10 feet, thanks.
Can I
I'll
go
go
ahead and
15
attempt to
feet.
tip over these tables so we can sit behind them?
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
get
just-
back there
They're
with Pyramid.
super heavy. So Pyravin, they are incredibly heavy, and it looks like they're somewhat fixed to the floor. So probably not.
Okay.
Abel
It's
is
just-
checking over Ada, his defender, like looking
Yep.
at Kano, like, what's the matter with it?
I just.
But it's just because the
We-
spell has a 10-foot radius.
I'm gonna go
Well,
in
actually,
front of.
Phylactery
No,
right
no,
here.
I'm going 10 feet. Just what
I'm
the
going
heck,
in
you
front.
know?
Yeah, I'm getting far away. I'm going in front of CO, and I'm hopping in my shell.
All right.
Okay.
I guess. All right.
Alright.
I guess I'm casting Shatter.
All right.
All right. Hold on.
We're
I
all
gotta
getting.
type in.
We're,
It's a roll to hit, right?
I
no,
know
it's a save.
It's a save.
it's a save.
I can't save, so it's fine. Yeah, it's gonna auto go off then.
It does double damage to structures too and items.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
I'm standing in front of Abel.
It is the perfect thing to shatter crystal items.
I was just gonna use catapult on it and send it at the wall.
Oh,
And just throw it right at a player character.
it's- there we go.
And CO, we'll get to your
So
thing in 1 second.
24.
All right.
So 24 damage.
Okay. All right. It does shatter it. It does shatter it, and it actually does go 15 feet in all directions. So basically, little components of this have gone all the way over in certain things. Small, tiny pieces. Erasmus, with your passive perception of 18, you notice that small, tiny pieces of the phylactery have also gone into each one of these cauldrons. But it's also everywhere else. There's tiny little glass pieces of this thing all over. Your pseudo dragon also, by the way, like does not like shatter at all. It's terrified. It wants to it basically wants to like never ever leave you again. CO. It's like almost the point that it's painful. It's latching onto you. But
did any glass hit us?
no. None of the glass hit you guys. Everyone's far enough away that it wouldn't have come through. However, just know that there are tiny pieces of glass now all around, crystal, glass, sapphire, all around this. Doesn't necessarily mean that means anything per se. It doesn't. I mean, it's definitely destroyed. Erasmus, you're surprised by the way that this worked. It is a phylactery. You know that phylacteries are delicate because they're magic items that are not protected by the magic lattice. You know this too, Abel. But you're still surprised that it worked. But yeah. So the only other thing of note though is that Socio, that page that you keep getting into. I just want to do that real quick.
The bow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It was really pretty fascinating in there. There was this power lattice. I was studying it, and there was something else in there. I don't know.
What kind of something else?
Someone.
Okay.
Oh, that
So-
was the guy. Someone else besides the wizard guy?
I
So
might have
maybe it
broke
was
one of
a
your
wizard
ribs,
guy? I
by the
don't know.
way.
So CO, it keeps going to the page. It actually shows you what it looks like. It's this very spindly, kind of scary looking, black demonic, like basically demon. I'll show you privately what it looks like.
Someone's on the D&D Beyond page of that creature because I heard Matt Mercer say it.
Oh really? Funny. But anyway, so essentially though, the Demonomicon does actually give you the whole like foundations of that creature, and it reads this way. It says demons and devils clash endlessly for the control of the lower planes, but one of these battles pitted the legions of the archdevil Galesia against the screaming hordes of the demon lord Grisat. Grisat is a very famous demon lord that it would reference to you. So, but it is said that Galacia wounded Grisat with her sword, and the first Vavals arose when their blood struck the ground. Their sudden appearance helped to rout Glazian secure Grisat's place as one of the preeminent demon lords of the abyss. So a Vaval demon possesses the cunning of a devil, but the bloodthirstiness of a demon. It does have leathery black skin pulled tight over its gaunt frame, and a curved horn protrudes from the black elongated skull. A Babal's playful glare can weaken a creature. So that's what it tells you, and I will show you what they look like.
I have their mini. I have their mini if she wants to see it in real life.
I'm scared that you have that many.
I'll just bring it to you.
Can I figure out? I know the book is sentient. Can I figure out why the book was trying to show this to me?
You can try, but right now it doesn't appear like it's playing along with you. It's possible though. It's possible that you just haven't basically earned the right for it to start directly communicating to you. But for some reason, it did show you that page.
Okay. And I'm going to, because the Demonomicon floats on its own. As it has that page open, I'm going to take out my own book and just write down the general information about the Badal.
Yep.
Just in case it doesn't want to show me the information again.
Sure.
So, Miracle,
Yeah.
you said you were a follower of Mistra?
Yes.
Do you have a way of contacting her or contacting someone that could contact her?
Is there even a way with wizards?
No. There's. I mean, out of
I didn't
character, you
think
can tell
so.
her whatever you want, but you are not even close to
No.
Mistra in any way right now. So no.
So can we
No.
leave this room? This is a bad room.
Yeah, if you want, you can ask questions later. Everyone grab a table.
Why?
Grab a table.
Huh?
You'll see.
I put my hand on the
No,
table.
no, no.
All right.
I
I already-
feel,
I'm
but,
already-
I don't like the
I grabbed
ambiguous
the
I
nature
grab
of
a
this
table.
request.
Okay.
So, also, I give Abel a big hug because I'm glad to have him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. He kind of cringes at the hug a little.
Oh. So,
He's
okay,
not a
so
hugger.
if my memory serves me right, and it usually does, the next hallway is going to lead down and turn, and it's going to be a long hallway of nothing, I think.
Wait, you've been here
So-
before?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kino actually tried to warn everybody about the phylactery, but it wasn't in the place she expected. So Abel was searching and accidentally ran into the item. And that's why he got sucked in. But she actually encountered, like, one of her teammates actually got killed by this item, like perma killed.
Yeah,
There
it
were
Guys.
some things in the pots too.
Yeah, there was an ooze.
There's also
Also-
a key, isn't there?
There what?
In one of
maybe.
them?
It's. I mean, the
Maybe.
pots are all different from.
No, no,
what I
I
can tell.
think in one of these ones, not yours. I think Chris said one of them had a key. Maybe. I might be mixing it up. Chris.
Yeah. One of them does have a key. Only Erastus saw it though. But yes.
In the middle one. There was a key in the middle one with the silver. Does that mean anything? Is that important?
Keys are usually important.
Yeah, especially in a place such as this.
I'm trying to
Feel-
remember. Did we try to reach it, grab it out, and that's how things happened?
We
Generally-
dumped.
We could do that. I could fish it out.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean.
I-
Also,
Did dumping it out work?
so if we dump out the one with the ooze, and I point to whoever has a bladed weapon, don't use the bladed weapon on the ooze, please. It just cuts it in half. Then you're fighting
That's
twice as
right.
many. Yeah.
Wait, Kiana, you asked if someone's barefoot. I'm technically barefoot. I got talents.
Yeah, just be careful. You're walking around on glass.
I don't think it matters mechanically.
Crystal pieces.
Okay.
So why is
Um,
my hand on this table?
We're going to be bringing that. Also, who's good with traps?
Here's
Me,
good.
we are, and I point to me and
Everyone-
Kirvin, like
everyone-
back and forth
Yeah.
quickly.
All right,
Everyone
so
points at a rat and Kirvin.
Now, Kino, one of the things you notice when you go to the tables and you like instinctively go to lift, this time the tables seem to be bolted to the ground or something, or adhered. They're
awesome.
also heavier than you remember.
Oh, that's all right. 'Cause
There's
he's
also
getting
no
smart
bodies
there.
on them, but yeah.
Oh, he learned. We solved it too good. So the hallway next, not to spoil anything, but there's going to be a
Spoil,
trap that
please.
opens up the floor, and we just filled that pit with furniture, and we just walked across.
Okay. Okay. What if we just get the key first?
It'd be
If
my
that's
guess.
important. Is it not important?
I don't
Well, that
remember.
thing's gonna want to jump out.
How big a
Well-
hole?
Like we're talking 60 feet or something, like
Ooh.
long. I think maybe not. Maybe like 30 feet.
Too long for me.
Longer than you could jump.
Oh, I can't jump very far.
You have a good memory. Wow. Yeah.
Could you fill it with books
These
or
books are.
bookshelves?
I'd be wary with these bookshelves. These bookshelves are full of not good books. I put mine back. I point to the two sitting on the table. They're not
Okay.
good books.
But
But the
if we
shelves could be useful.
Well, what if we just spring it and then see strap and then see firmly where we're at after we get this key?
I'm just gonna like lean one of the bookshelves forward just slightly to see if they're bolted.
What?
This is
Yeah.
this is
So go ahead and just do a strength check. But it looks like it doesn't look like they're bolted, but you do have to do a strength check to see if it doesn't like fall over on you.
19.
Yeah, so these are incredibly heavy bookshelves. You could you think that you could probably move one with someone else. It'd be better if everyone did. The thing that's weird to you is that when you start moving them, it's like they're lined or there's more than wood going on here. You look at them and they look completely wooden, but they are way heavier. It's like they have something inside of them, maybe.
Can I
I'll let.
study how they're built?
Yes.
Yeah.
So go ahead and do an investigation check on the bookshelves, Abel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the second worst I've ever seen this library treated.
Go ahead.
I don't need the
26.
system.
Yeah, it's actually just a veneer of wood. These are completely filled on the inside with lead plates.
Oh, if we needed to line something to hide magic, these would be great, but this is all lead.
I
Don't
mean,
like it.
if we got like two
Might
people to
hide
move,
something from magic. Maybe there's something behind it.
But if we
that's a good idea.
went and saw,
I was smart.
'cause if
Also,
things
don't
have
touch the
changed-
bird skulls.
if
I
things have
realize.
Yeah, we never do. If things have changed so much since the last time you're here, what's to say the trap in the next room is not different as well?
Oh, nothing. But I'm just saying that's what it was for me. So I just wanted everyone to be aware.
It might be
Well, let's-
lead line to shield this room so people can't tell that the crystal was here.
Or to scry on the
Let's-
books.
Let's get this key and then skedaddle.
I
On
mean,
a
but there
side note,
still could be something behind them.
yeah.
It's not.
Oh,
It's not wrong to check.
Yeah, sure.
Also, what's so bad about these books? Are they just not good reads?
I'll reach behind me without looking, pull one of the books off the shelves and put one on the table and open it up to a random page.
So if you want to, do you want to go ahead and who wants to read it?
Not me.
I'll look.
If
I'll look.
Abel.
Not you, Abel. No.
All right. So see. Oh, too bad.
no,
So
hey,
Abel and
I'm
Sio
gonna
are
hold
looking.
Theo back. I'm holding Theo back. If
Yeah.
he won't let Abel look.
Well, you need true sight. You need special eyes, and I know Sio has special eyes because of
Nuh-uh.
our dragon.
Oh,
Nuh-uh.
Insight check?
You can insight check him. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna insist on that because I don't like this.
It's not that I distrust Abel. It's just that this is weird.
No. Yeah, it would be on Kino. You guys can do an insight check on Kino. That's allowed.
19.
So
You have to oppose. Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay.
14.
Yeah. No matter what, you have to oppose. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So you saw me take out a gem of true sight.
I have a
It's
strong
deception
idea.
no matter what, right?
Yeah. It's deception. No matter
Abel, we
what.
just
It's
got.
just- the thing is, if she wins, and it sounds like she did, you have to tell her. So you don't have to tell her the whole truth. You have to tell her the intention. Is Kino, for instance, if you lied, then you have to say that you suspect that Kino's lying. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
These look like blank books right now. And
And
you saw me use
and
the
the
geometry
insight that
plate.
she did specifically, were you trying to see if like Kino was trying to cause you harm?
Not
'Cause
so
we
much
had-
causing harm as to why he would tell Abel not to look.
Because we
Like
just
what
got Abel back.
danger would
Yeah, if that's fine. If that's the case, you would just know the intention, and I guess the intention is Kino is that you're just trying to not have something happen to Abel. Is that
Yeah,
right?
let's give it 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I know Abel's the kind of person that would not put a book down once he started it.
Okay. Anyway, so it's up to you. So now that you know he's trying to protect Abel, that means that he suspects it could be dangerous, Theo. So
Can we not kick every rock that we find?
You don't have to read it, but I'm just saying they're bad books. They're disguised.
We let's just take it at that and not test the waters here.
Perfectly fine with me.
Well, then would you mind just telling me what they do then? You don't have to show me.
They're books on, taboo topics. Things like how to conquer cities, forbidden knowledge. We've encountered one of these before. Our cleric raised the library to ash and dust.
I think that's a real good idea.
No,
Abel
because we
makes
can't.
air quotes around forbidden though.
Yeah, forbidden, quote unquote.
Let's
Kino,
leave
one
the
thing that you
knowledge
do
here.
know from everything the group has told you, do keep in mind that this all happened before you came inside the Tomb of Horrors. Everything that they're experienced happened years before you guys came in.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So maybe
I did remind everyone that last session.
Yeah.
Let's just not mess with it. Let's just get this key and then go.
yes,
So
I
get the
like that.
key already.
Okay.
No one's stopping you.
So
I didn't
how would you
wanna
guys
do-
like to go?
Didn't want to do it without everyone being okay.
Yep. So what would you like
Wait,
to do?
where is the key?
It's in the center cauldron in the silvery liquid. It's very hard to see. It's incredibly hard to see. The key also is presumably silver, although you're not 100% sure. Only Erastus has seen it, and only because he can make out the vague shape of it.
Can do unseen servant. I don't know.
Sure.
I feel bad because
All
every
right.
time
So
it's always
would
something
you
bad.
like to? Would you like to summon unseen servant and try to get the key out?
Why not?
While they're all doing that, can I see if my super dragon sees the books as magical?
Yes. So surprisingly to you, the pseudo dragon does not seem to see them as magical.
Okay.
They do not glow.
And I'm just watching you.
Yeah.
I'll turn to Kino and ask if all these books are the same.
They're not.
They're all on taboo topics.
Yes.
How did you figure it
Did you cast detect magic?
Well, no, I thought it
Don't
was.
need to.
No, it's just yeah.
I did last time.
I thought
Your
like
last session.
all but 4 of the books like didn't have anything in them. Like they would just completely blank.
So when he started looking at these books here, they didn't have anything on their covers at all. When he actually went to go read them, they were blank. But then of course he used the gem, and they had things inside of them.
But every single book had something inside once he looked at it with the gem?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Correct. That is correct. But they do appear to be blank with no covers or anything else. Yeah. This is very different, Kino, from what you remember in the library. Now, granted, only Brother was the one who saw them, but Brother didn't have the gem. You know what I mean? Like he didn't have the gem to read them, and he was able to read them. So this must be different. But
That's sus.
yeah.
But it's
Or maybe not. It's whatever. But anyway.
But yeah. Not magical, just I would hate to be caught with one of these outside the tomb, you know?
No.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Why
Very
are we not
forbidden.
destroying this?
Because we're gonna be lighting a fire in a room we're all standing in.
I do
Yeah.
like, out of character, I love the fact that both clerics were in the same mindset. Like, Brother would be so proud of you, Gretna, because Brother was he was adamantly like, nope, burning the books. But anyway,
A small vein is appearing in Kino's neck as Gretna's like,
Yeah.
yeah, let's burn the books.
Yeah.
What happened
No.
when he burned the books then?
You,
Yeah.
you know, he got a pat on the back, but you're just destroying information in a tomb
Right.
that
I'm destroying
resets itself.
information that destroys people. You're okay with this? You're okay with people torturing people?
I mean, the
People torture people without knowing how to
yeah,
do it.
it's super easy.
Oh, then we can destroy
Kino,
the
I
books
have bad
anyway.
news. You're really not making yourself look great right now.
Yeah. Theo
You know-
wasn't suspect of Theo before. She liked her, but now she's getting a weird vibe.
Yeah.
It's okay. So yeah, these you can burn the books, but you're probably just wasting your time because this tomb resets itself. I hate to break it to you. This whole room just goes back like that,
Yeah,
But you
I'm
said
not
it's
feeling-
different.
slightly. But do whatever you want, but we're also standing in the room that you're going to be setting a large fire in. So
Well, I'm not
at
going
least
to do it while you're here. Oh, God. That would be unfair.
yes. Oh,
Theo's
you would
gonna
love
take
brother.
the book.
Unfair? That's an interesting use of words. What do you mean unfair?
To
Okay,
burn you
Chris.
all up.
All
All
day,
right,
all
how
bicker.
about I take out some of my water, and I
Yep.
try the blessing. I try to bless some water and make it holy water.
Okay, you can. Yep.
Okay,
And while
I
she's
go
doing
over.
that- You go ahead. Sorry.
I go over to one of the books and I pour it on one of the books.
Okay. It's a good try, but it does just soak in. By the way,
Hmm.
when you open the book, there's no writing on it whatsoever. It's completely invisible to you. The water does soak into it, but it doesn't burn the book or anything like that. It's a good try, though.
Okay, it was a
Chris-
good try.
Abel
Good try.
is visibly judging you.
Chris,
You are
Yep.
just destroying books.
Go for it.
who has the needle of mending?
Pirvin.
I have it right here.
I'm going to take out my manacles, using some of my tools, my toolkit, undo the cufflink side from the steel chain, and then ask him to use mending to attach my steel fishing hook to the end of one of these
Yep.
links in the chain.
Yep.
so
And
that it'll now
do
be
as
And
well.
then
attached.
try to like fish it out. Sure.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Yep. I made a
Alright.
steel fishing line.
Sure. So go ahead and tell me what you want to do, and then it is a dex. Obviously, this is hard. You do have to make a dexterity check inside of it, and we'll see how that goes.
If
We'll
I
see what happens.
if I can't do it, someone else will do it.
Yeah.
Weren't we using my unseen servant too?
We'll see how this
You
works.
can do whatever you want. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. If you want to do unseen servant first as a group, that's fine.
Natural
or
20,
Erasmus will do it.
Chris.
You got a
Natural
natural
20
20?
dexterity check.
Oh, just wait and see what happens. This is great. So you see Erasmus go through this. Erasmus, you dip it in, and you are able to hook on the key. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Ooh. Wait, you
This
get a
happens,
+2 to
this
it.
happens in a light. This happens in less than a round. It's 1 second. So 1/6 of a round. This happens. It's almost lightning fast. But go ahead and make your dexterity saving throw.
You get a +2 to that.
So that's a 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's enough. So you instinctively basically, so this is what happens. You get it, you hook the key, and immediately all of that silvery liquid starts sprouting up all the way through your thing. You are so shocked, but so lucky and so dexterous, and so you actually drop it into the liquid itself. However, it was absolutely climbing up to get at your skin or whatever. It happened in the blink of an eye.
Theo will run over to him and make sure he's okay.
Yeah, but you did hook it, Erasmus. You know for sure you hooked it. You were like, aha, because you definitely got it, which was super hard to begin with. Yeah.
So,
you
but I
got it.
didn't get the key out.
No. It's you just had enough time though to drop it.
But what if I didn't want to drop it?
Oh no, you can that's what the dexterity saving throw is. You can choose to fail the save. You can always choose to fail the save.
Would that
You
would
can
that give
you
me
can
the
hold
key?
it.
Would that give me the key?
Yes. Do you not drop the chain?
Oh my god.
Yes, you would have the key. Do you not drop the chain though?
Uh,
I mean, you have to like this is time sensitive. Like you wouldn't have been able to think about it. You have to make a split section. So that's what I'm
no,
saying.
he would drop the key, but now it's
Okay.
attached to this big steel chain on
It
the
is.
bottom of it,
It is
which
definitely
should make
attached
it
to the extra time.
should make it easier to get.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Did he just make the DC?
I can't tell you that, but I will tell you
Okay.
this: it happened in a split second. So what he did was expertly daft to be able to do that. So that's the thing. You don't know. You don't know,
Okay.
but he was really fast, and it almost hit him. It was
I-
very close.
So I don't actually have Aura of Protection because I'm de-leveled. So if he didn't have +2 to that, would he?
Oh, he didn't have +2 to it. So what did you actually roll?
16.
Okay. Yeah, no, none of this matters. So Erastus, you weren't fast
Well, then
enough
I'm holding on to it. Then I'm holding
Yeah,
on
yeah.
to it. Then.
So
I'm sorry.
it doesn't matter. Yeah,
Sorry.
no, it's all right. So no, I appreciate that. Thank you. So Erastus goes through. You try as hard as you can, obviously, to like drop it, but it's too late. Erastus's whole body of like basically gets engulfed in this silvery liquid, and he freezes in time. He cannot. You can't move. You can't go through things. You can't breathe. But you can hold your breath for how long? An hour?
Yeah.
That's fucking lucky, man. Wow. So Erastus is now a silver statue. The liquid it does envelop your entire body, and it's the silvery stuff. So it does come out. The key is now, by the way, outside. I mean, the key is now like underneath with the thing. It has no liquid on it whatsoever. It's all on Erastus.
Am I still technically like conscious?
You are conscious. You are absolutely
I'm-
conscious, and you can if you have any ability to telepathically talk to someone, you totally can do it. But you cannot move and you cannot breathe.
I'm dropping my power armor, the layer of steel, which completely says in the text completely encapsulates my body. I am letting it dissolve around me.
Does it read how power armor works, because if it dissolves, that's fine. If it actually folds into itself, it will not be able to. How does it like read what power armor does?
I have to like open the book because it doesn't actually say this in D&D Beyond.
It doesn't?
No, it gets more functional.
Hold on, let me see then.
How power armor works.
I can look it up. I just want to see what the description is on how it actually so hold on. Power armor, because it depends. If it's folding into itself, there's no way it can. If it's actually magic where it dissolves, then yes, that would work. But power armor artificer.
I can cast Lesser Restoration on him, but I have to touch him.
Yep.
So I'm gonna look around to everyone.
So beginning through level, your mentality
You need to get rid of the silver stuff first, though.
power armor, fighter dismiss tools. Yeah, it says. Are you looking in? You're looking at the Tasha stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can retract or deploy it as a bonus action.
I know. I read that too.
It covers any missing limbs, and it acts functionally. So I guess it would be able to be moved by my thoughts because I can retract it with a thought.
Yeah. This is almost impenetrable, and the strength to actually get through this is pretty insane. But it depends, because if it's physical, if it's like Iron Man armor that's unfolding, you're fucked. You wouldn't be able. You'd try to retract it over and over again, and it just wouldn't. If it literally dissolves like magic, then of course you would be able to. That's what I'm trying to figure out. While we're figuring this out, though.
Yeah, if someone else.
I mean, even if it does go away.
The silvery liquid hardened around him.
Yes, as if he's a statue now. He's a statue right now of silver. Yep.
Sia is going to yell,
Yep.
and she's going to run up. Is Bemi encapsulated as well, or
no, he's not.
Yeah, Bimmy would be separate.
I will tell Bimmy to get a key since it's not being surrounded by liquid anymore. And in a daze, Sia doesn't really know what's going on, but she knows that the key's no longer surrounded in liquid, but when Erasmus tampered with it, that did something. So she's going to take the book that Kino had out on the table for an example, and she's going to throw it into the cauldron that the silver substance just crawled out of.
Sure, and just so I understand that, you're gonna take a book and throw it into the cauldron?
Yeah, whatever book Kino had out on the table, she's going to throw it into the cauldron that the silver liquid squirmed out of.
Guys, what
Gotcha.
if I cast enlarge on myself in the middle of this?
Maybe.
You can do it, but it's up to you. I can't say anything.
But
Just
if it's
understand
got-
that can backfire and kill you. But yes.
But also, if it's got verbal or somatic components, he can't cast
No
it, right? Because he can't
somatic?
talk and can't move.
Well, I could retract my head into my shell and talk.
You wouldn't have
my
the
God.
somatic though. I also does the liquid that's crystallized on him, does it look different than the stuff in the cauldron?
No, it's exactly the same as the cauldron.
Because
But
it
it's
is kind of
solid.
like Iron Man, where when if Iron Man's armor turned off, he can still move around, is what I'm thinking. He can still he's in there still thinking, he just can't move. But if Tony Stark could retract his head into his torso, it might be a different story.
Can I try to have my defender ship him out?
Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, if you want to. Yeah. Yep.
So I will send it forward. It does force attacks.
Yep.
I got a crowbar if you want it.
Yeah, so
And
okay, so
Bimmy
Abel brings
also
his
does
defender
force
over,
damage.
and its force attacks. How does it basically use its limbs?
What?
Does it use its limbs to attack,
Yeah,
or does it? Yeah, gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
all right, that's
force
fine.
empowered melee weapon. Yeah.
All right,
Bimmy has
so
a concussive blast that's force damage too.
yeah. All right, so that's fine. So if you want to go ahead and do this and have your defender go to start basically punching him or hitting him through, immediately what ends up happening is go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw on your defender once it hits.
Okay.
Hoping that would happen.
Oh, wait! If it moves over, we just have to hit the silvery mist with the freaking book. There you go. Save both.
Go ahead.
Uh, 13 save.
Yeah, so the silver mist envelops your Iron Defender and relieves itself off of Erasmus. Erasmus, as this process goes through, you do take let's see how much.
Is it mist or liquid?
It's liquid. It's liquid.
Okay.
What if
There's-
the unseen servant
Alright,
touched it?
So you take 9 points of damage, and the reason why you take the damage is because what ends up happening is as it starts to limb itself off of you, it actually serrates you. So as it leaves, it's got these little tiny slicing claws that were basically just over you and dormant, but as it leaves, it just starts ripping you to shreds.
It
You take 9
barely
damage.
Yeah, well, it got through my force field, but barely.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so your force field did take the brunt of it. Yeah. You're very thankful
Okay,
for that because
Chris.
Yep.
Sorry. Seeing that it moves to what touches it next, and I technically did ritual cast Unseen Servant, and Gretna just came up with this. I feel bad for the Unseen Servant,
Sure.
but
Yeah.
I guess tell it to touch it.
Yeah, that's fine. So it does that. Abel, your defender takes so same thing happens. Your defender takes 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And it goes over your unseen servant. You guys now see that this envelops your unseen servant. Yeah, exactly. It is now a statue of a living humanoid-esque
Hey, we can see
figure.
him.
It's right there. Yeah, and it goes through it. I think if your unseen servant takes any damage, its unseen servant's so broken.
Yeah, it
But
has 1 HP, I think.
Yeah, so it's going. This is going to kill it. But yeah.
It had an
But,
unseen
I'm gonna
family.
say- oh God!
Is it?
No! Don't make it worse.
That was awful.
Sio is just
but
going to cradle Erastus in her arms because she was afraid that he was going to die.
We had
Right.
58 minutes
But
left
I'm
of
gonna
air.
Yeah, we would
look
have done that
to
in real time. If that had happened to anyone else, it's not the damage that kills you; it's the suffocation. So that was fortunate. for
Portals
everyone.
are the
I was-
best race.
Erastus,
Sio
how do you
will
look?
gonna
take
look to-
You okay, Erastus? You okay?
I'm gonna look to Abel and just be like, your thing's good now. There you go.
Yep.
Okay. I like press a button on the back and it heals itself.
Well,
Oh,
I want to look at the key in my hand.
Yes. So the key is a small silvery key with one exception. On the end of the key is what looks like a pretty ornate ruby.
And
That's
again,
important.
he gets the eyes like Abu from Aladdin.
Sio will take Erastus by his squishy cheeks, have him look at her in the eye, and she will use Domaturgy to have her eyes go a flaming gold color. And she will tell him, never risk your life again for something that's stupid. Please.
I like your eyes.
Thank you.
You don't know if
Okay,
it's stupid
well,
till we know what it
I-
opens.
But
All right.
it has a ruby on it. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I didn't mean to.
Please be careful.
See, this is how we find out the things that go in these books. Science.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about science.
All right.
Okay.
I am
You want
science.
to talk about God magic?
No,
Ooh.
God, no, never.
All
No,
right,
we-
anytime.
Are we
Never
talking about
that.
God magic? Someone say
No.
God magic?
We're not talking about that. We're never talking about that.
You got a problem with that?
guess
Deal.
me and Kiona are at some point.
What?
Doesn't make
You
sense.
said you didn't talk to me later.
Oh no, it was just I was just gonna have you contact Mister about their
Oh,
evil Elminster.
there is a way.
Is it that easy? Is it that?
I
Alright.
mean,
Can we leave
maybe.
this room? It sucks.
Yeah,
It
sure.
is a pretty terrible room.
This is a room of artificer killing.
Yeah. So Paraven, you're the closest out with everything. Do you want to go and scout out the other area?
Yes, sir.
I'll be right back.
All right. So Paraven goes through the corner, and sure enough, there is a hallway that leads down to this area here. I assume you're going carefully and making sure that there are no traps.
Absolutely.
As Paraven does go down, sure enough, there is a pit. It looks like it's 10 feet down, and it looks like it is 40 feet, 50 feet across. Sure enough, it is 60 feet across.
Hey, look at that! I was right.
Yep. Yeah, there is a pit at 60 feet across. It doesn't look like it's got any like anything in it. However, you can tell that a trap has been set here. Like someone set this trap. Meaning that there used to be just a walkway going
I'm within
back
30
and forth.
feet of him.
Yep. Yeah, we'll put Grenna here.
Wait, so someone set it off. Oh.
Yes, someone set it off.
That's not good.
Well, when we save Pan, maybe there's somebody else here that we need to save, you know?
Could be. Could
It's
be.
possible.
Yeah, you guys are just gonna run into Henri again, which he's in a different room.
Oh
Where's
god.
that orb?
Shoot to kill.
Yep.
Wow.
All right.
Kidding.
Wow. I'll remember that. Henri will remember that.
You know, you're not here.
Yep. Okay. All right. So, Paraven, what would you like to do?
All right, so I'm gonna turn to the group and say I have an idea for some way to get across, but it's just speculation. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeet.
Okay, so what I can try to do is I can try to jump off the wall over here and get as far as I can. But if someone will cast like what was that thing called? Featherfall on me, right? As I start falling, I can toss a dagger with a rope attached to it, and I can also use Misty Step and pretty much try to catch it as I throw it.
Yep. Cool.
So that's up to you guys.
Who's got Featherfall?
Erasmus did last we knew.
I thought he had a. I thought it was a ring.
No, he casted a spell when we were over the water.
I don't have it no more.
I can cast it as
Oh my god.
I have jump.
Oh.
And I think Abel said something. Would you say, Abel?
I have Featherfall too if you need someone to drop down.
Well, if there's any other options,
I have an option.
Yep.
I can fly Bim. I can try to drive a Pitten in this side.
Yeah. Yep.
Fly Bimmy across and have him drive one on the other side. And if he's too little, I can cast Enlarge on him, and then we can have Mecha Giant Bimmy, and he can do it.
okay.
But I can also just cast Jump, and you can do it, or I can do it.
Can
Yeah,
we
you can
just
do it.
fly on Mega Giant Bimmy? Would that be an option?
He only goes to a size medium.
How long
Alright.
does your enlarge last? Am I still enlarged?
No, you're not. It only lasts like a minute.
Yeah, it's 1 minute. Large less a minute.
Yeah. So advantage on strength. You'd have advantage onto the strength check to drive it in, which still might not guarantee anything because he still does have a -3 for his strength. But again, I can just cast jump and have on Macmorn and let him do it on the other side because it
There you
triples
go.
it triples his jump distance. Probably update this since last
Yep.
time I slept.
Yep.
I don't think the guy with all the heavy armor should be the one jumping. Maybe we should cast it on Pyramid.
Well then, cast it on me because I have a 19 strength right now because these gloves. I think long or running jump distance is a strength skill.
Pyravan can do a acrobatics check against the wall. Like he can actually jump and actually go through the wall to do this if he wants to. You can do it as well. It's actually easier for Pyravan to do it. You would know that you're looking at the ceiling, Erasmus. The problem is once you enlarge, the ceiling's close to you. So yes, you can jump, but the problem is that you're going to hit the ceiling
Well,
up there. The
I
ceiling's
wasn't
only
going
10
to
feet.
enlarge. I was just going to cast the spell jump, which
Gotcha.
triples your jump distance. And if you move at least 10 feet immediately before you make the jump, you can jump up to your strength score.
Cool. Yeah, that
So,
makes sense.
so for me,
Yep.
I could jump almost 60 feet.
Yep. That's
I have
the
an
chasm,
idea.
60 feet. Yep. Go for it.
I have an idea.
What?
I can cast fly on someone.
Yep.
That sounds like a real good idea.
Someone
You can
strong.
just go fly
together.
across.
It's 60 feet across.
It's 60 feet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it lasts fly. Hold on, let me look at it again. It lasts for 10 minutes, and you can move. You have a flying speed of 60.
Oh no, what am I saying? It's 30 feet across. I'm sorry. No, you're fine. It's 30
Oh.
feet across.
Well, you
Should
have a
let me-
flying speed of 60 feet.
Why don't you let me burn this level 1 spell instead of you waste your fly just for this?
Can't we just Misty Step
Setting a
across?
rope across, or
We could.
Or just Misty Step across then.
Yeah, but we still need to get everyone else across.
Well, one guy, then
Misty
push the
Step,
rope.
bring other people.
On a rope again. That was fun the first time.
Chris, I'm just to make sure.
Yeah.
He's going to take out a ball bearing,
Yep.
and she's just going to hold it up, and she's just going to toss it into the pit.
Okay. Yeah. As you do that, it literally rolls across the floor. I mean, sorry, it rolls across the area here as if there is like an invisible glass, like basically like top or ceiling. So it doesn't actually fall in the pit. What it does is it just rolls across, all the way to the other side.
Cool,
Look at
that's cool.
that.
You're smart. You're like really smart.
Thank you. I'm so glad Someone finally said it.
I will make Bimmy walk across.
Okay,
And if the floor falls out from underneath him, he's gonna start flying.
that's fine. Yeah, Bimmy is actually able to walk across. Where do you want Bimmy to walk though? Which square over here?
I guess the left square.
The left square? Okay. So Bimmy walks all the way across. He gets to the left square. Nothing happens.
Does only weigh 18 pounds, guys, so that doesn't really mean much.
Well, we send
I
people.
weigh 78.
All right, you go next then.
Do you want to walk
I-
across?
I'll cast fly.
Can I
in
tie
case
a
I
rope around your
need
waist
to
or something?
fly.
Yeah. So
She-
Miracle, this is
Fly.
actually important. Miracle casts fly. She goes to get off the ground, and you are immediately grounded.
What? Even the
I
spell?
saw that coming. I saw that coming.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, don't
correct.
do it.
You're on the no-fly list.
Yeah. Yeah, this dungeon in
Yeah.
particular, for whatever reason, is not only not allowing you to fly naturally, but even with the spell, for some reason you are not able to get off the ground.
There's a level 3 spell slot.
I'm so happy. That was a shot in the dark, by the way, with the ball bearing.
It's
Alright.
a good idea.
The smartest
Alright.
person.
I have
Alright.
an
I
idea.
guess I can if someone wants to have a rope around me. I
Yeah,
don't-
just in case, I
don't
want to be
like
able to
all
pull you
that.
back. I worry
Sure.
about you.
Okay. Sure. Yep.
Chris,
I
does my
don't-
timepiece look like I could activate it if I needed to?
Yes, you do have the ability to still use your timepiece in here. That is correct. Yep.
In that case, I'm gonna try slowly walking across.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
so
I
Abel
guess-
just kind of like he just kind of like pushes past everyone, and he's like, I'm gonna do this, and Abel starts to slowly walk
I'm like
across.
holding her like a toddler at the mall, you
Yep.
know?
Yep. So Abel does. So Abel, do you want to try to walk all the way across?
I'm gonna walk, and if it starts to give, I'm gonna pop it back
The
with
teleport?
my boots as far as I can back to the edge.
Okay, no worries. So Abel starts to walk. Nothing happens as far as giving, but Abel, you start to smell overwhelmingly the scent of sulfur and something else that you've never smelled before.
Does
Uh,
anybody else smell it?
No, just
Oh,
Abel.
okay.
Abel, do you want to? You can make a nature check on this though.
Okay.
Had my mouth open and everything.
23.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. So
God
it smells
dang it.
like not of this world. It smells like hell.
Oh, good. Hell
Wait, I
smell.
want to
So
smell.
burn hell.
So you
Is
keep
that
walking over. It starts to get
sulfur?
stronger.
Brimstone, maybe?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. It starts to get stronger and
underplane?
stronger. And you get into the square with Bimmy, and as you get into that square, basically a giant illusion gives way. So even though it looks like there was nothing in this area or whatever, there are these two now very large looking like beasts that you've never actually seen before, and I'm going to show you what they look like. On
good.
top of that, Sio, you see in front of you that demon from the book, the Babao. You know it immediately as you saw it. But let me show you both. So hold on one second.
I've got to be like a minute behind on the stream at this point.
Same.
Oh yeah, try
It's
yeah,
a
I can
decent
see
like
it's over.
I've refreshed like 6 times. It just keeps.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see what's going
There's
on.
a lot
Here.
of
Hold
us
on.
here, too.
Yeah, let me end it and go live again. Hold on.
Age, I'm coming into your office to find the bow.
Yeah, they're put up. They're
Oh,
not.
interesting.
They're not good though.
No, yeah, it says it's all real time and everything. But anyway, so Abel is on the other side now, and then let me show you what these look like. I have to get the pictures first for you though. Hold on. So first of all, these are the two. They're relatively large creatures actually. They almost look like insect-like. You see them first, and here let me show you what they look like.
Yeah, I
So
found.
there's two of them, and they look exactly like this. They do look a little insect-like.
I actually used Babao against my players 2 weeks
Oh, like
ago.
a flea.
Oh no, Abel.
So
Those aren't bow.
yeah, and then you see this black demon behind them,
Wait,
and
do
it looks
I
like
recognize
this.
what those are? Can I roll it?
Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, they're pretty
Oh
famous.
my
but,
god, I
yeah.
know what those
Yeah,
are.
I know what the picture is.
I
wanna
know
if
what
it-
that is.
What skill?
Oh,
It's literally just. Do you have dungeoneering, by the way? Because if you have
I
dungeoneering,
don't
I'll let you
think
use it.
engineering is a skill.
Oh, you're right. They got rid of that, didn't they? What am I saying? They got
You're
rid
talking.
of it.
Shout out
Yeah,
to
you
4th
can
edition.
you can just use nature. You can just use a nature check.
Chris is
Arcana
talking
works
for
too.
you.
Arcana also works.
Can I
on these
do
things.
Arcana?
Yeah, you can.
I'm not even
Arcana
trying.
technically works.
Can Miracle see them though?
This is yeah. Miracle can. Everyone can see them now because the illusion is dropped.
Oh,
And let me
I have
let me
an
show you.
idea about this. I rolled a 28 nat 20.
Oh,
Nat
awesome.
20,
So they're
2 natural 20s in a row.
they're rust
Wow.
monsters. You both know
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
rust monsters.
I
These
wake
are
up
these
to
are
nightmares.
these are rust
every night.
monsters,
Oh,
and
yeah.
this is what the Babao looks like, by the way. It's literally so this is what happened. So the Babao was doing something to the rust monsters. It looks like it was either trying to literally like milk it or something. You have no idea. It was very like it's startled when it sees you, and then on top of that, and that's what the Babaos look like, by the way. And then as they go through and the rust monsters start to go through, this is what else you know about them with your nat 20s, by the way. So hold on one second.
Oh, that's great.
this is
Yeah.
Abel's worst nightmare.
Yeah. So so basically, you know that rust monsters roam subterranean passages, and they're always looking for metal to eat. They love steel, adamantium, mithril's their
As-
favorite.
As I
Say this
realize
out loud.
what it is,
Yeah.
I dash back the other way.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you start running. Yep.
Bimmy runs with him.
But you definitely know they eat metal.
Oh, yeah.
There's two of them.
Uh,
You know they
the-
eat metal, and there's two of them. And here, let me
I'm
get
taking
you.
the extra bit from his to make certain he gets all the way back.
I'm covered
that's
in
fine.
metal.
That's fine. Go ahead and roll. By the way, everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you. We're gonna let you run an initiative as we do this. But hold on one second. Roll initiative.
I'm
And
very
let me
tired.
I would love if they had proper rust monsters, but of course they don't. So hold on one second.
They don't have
Oh
turtles
my
either.
God.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, they
was
don't.
surprised that we both got a nat 20 on knowing what that was.
Okay, I got a
Yep.
5. I will be back in a minute before the fight starts.
Okay.
Yeah. Kaylee will tell. I got 13, but
13?
Kaylee will
Ooh,
let you
nat
know my
20.
order.
Oh,
Cool.
That's another natural
Miracle.
20 in a row.
Yeah, crazy. Let's see.
She's got loaded virtual die. Mac, it's seeing it.
all right, Chris.
Wait.
Yes.
Hold
yes.
on. Did I get a nat
Did
20?
Run back before initiative or as my initiative to run back?
Yeah,
Oh,
unfortunately,
God.
this is you're
back.
in initiative order to run back. Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah, you're in initiative
did I
order to
get
run back.
another
They don't
nat
get a surprise.
20?
They actually do not get a surprise run on you because you both surprised each other, so it canceled everything out. They they must have been under the illusion as well, which meant they could not see you. The Babao could not see you, neither could the rust monsters, nor could you see them, so you're both surprised. But you do get to run
Okay.
back, is the good news. But
Oh.
bad news
So
is
there's
that, of
one
course. Yeah, there's
one
one
Babao,
Babao and
two
two
rust
rust monsters. We're gonna use.
Okay.
God, this sucks. We're gonna use brown cows for the stupid rust monsters.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Oh, man.
yeah. God,
I'm
that's so bad.
surprised.
So
We're
bad.
being milked.
Yeah, they were being milked or something. But anyway, so the Babao is actually here. The rust monsters are here.
Except for gold.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but anyway, well, it will be an initiative order. So if they beat you on initiative, then yeah, that's gonna suck. But hold on one second.
Oh, if they
The
get higher
only
than
thing, Chris, is,
three.
and I think distance matters here, so I don't mind arguing it a little bit.
Yep.
When he was walking out, his full intention was to teleport back 15 feet with the boots.
Oh, that's
If
fine.
any-
I would. That's fine. You're basically were holding an action. I'll give you that. You can teleport as soon as you see them. You can totally teleport back 15 feet, and then we'll go on initiative. That's fine. I agree with you. I think that's fair. So, yep, I think that's totally fair. All right. You're actually not down there, by the way. You're on the same level.
Got
I
it,
just can't
got
get that yet. Yep. But yeah, I do agree with you, Abel. That's absolutely fair. So
I wasn't even
everyone
looking
can
at
be closer here,
the
which is
rolled.
also fair. Yeah.
And then someone's like another nat 20, and I was like, wait, what?
I think the artificer should temporarily get favored enemy here.
Yeah. Yeah. This is yeah.
Yeah, we know who we're targeting first. I'm covered in metal.
Yeah.
Amanda, get ready. I'm gonna bring Henri back the worst gallon of milk of all time.
Oh God, please don't.
Yeah.
Oh Lord!
Jeez, I don't even like the idea of that.
Rusty
Yeah, I
milk.
don't want.
Rusty milk.
Don't want.
It's the tetanus that makes it brown.
Oh my god. No, here's the funny part. Last time I fought one of these, I actually rode on its back. It was a 2E.
I'll take one of
It's
these.
funny as hell.
Out.
Yeah, don't do that here.
No, it was funny because like I climbed on it and I decided to ride on his back holding its antennas.
So here's the thing. Because you both got nat 20s, I am going to give you more than you would normally get. So Abel and Miracle, you know that if you hit the rust monster, your weapon is going to take basically a -1 to its damage. If it does drop to -5, weapon's destroyed forever. This is of course non-magical items, ammunition,
Yep.
all that kind of stuff.
Miracle
So
was
that's
the only
that-
one who got the nat 20 initiative.
Oh, I thought no.
No.
This is for the rust monster. This is for the nature.
Oh, the nature. Okay.
That
Yeah.
I got an Arcana nat
Yeah,
20, but yeah.
You also know that they basically can corrode non-magical ferocious metal like that it can see within 5 feet if the object isn't being ward or carried. The touch just destroys a -1 foot cube of it, so it's just awful. If the object if the object's being thrown or carried by a creature, the creature can try to like basically get away from it. But if the object is touched and it's metal armor or a metal shield or whatever, it takes a permanent -1 to the AC. And of course, if the armor reduces its AC of 10 or it's a shield that drops to 0, it's just destroyed. So yes, these suck.
Oh,
I was gonna tell everyone else not to throw metal or bring metal to it.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, Rust Monster. My AC can't be reduced below 18.
Isn't your like outer thing your like what is it called that you can retract magical anyways?
It can invalidate magic.
Oh, so it's not magical. Never mind.
No, it can invalidate. Like it can burn through magical weapons.
Hey, Chris, this bone two-handed sword I have, is this
Or
blade
non-magical armor.
bone?
The bone armor, it does have metal inside of it, yeah, but it's mostly bone.
Chris, would you roll my power armor as magical?
I have to look at it. I don't actually know the answer. I believe it is actually technically magic armor, the way that it's flavored, but it's hard to say. It's very hard to say. I know that you can
would be
basically make it again if you had to, supposedly.
Hey, you're
but-
showing the Rust Monster stat block right now.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, I don't know
It's still
why
there.
it does that. That's so weird. Yeah, it's
Oh, okay,
gonna
it's
be there
gone.
for a second.
Yep, it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Don't worry. I'm sure like 6 people were looking at it anyways.
But anyway, what I'm saying is that the reason why I had it up is because I just want to make sure, as this is such an annoying monster, I just wanted to make sure that this was correct. But yeah, they suck. They do
so
suck.
I think Miracle goes first.
Yep. So hold on one second. I just have to do initiatives for all of my things. Hold on one second, and we'll put everyone in initiative too.
I got a nat 20 on initiative. I was surprised.
Yeah, I don't know
23
why.
because of it.
All right. So. All right,
Oh wait, they're insects. They're gonna hate me.
All right. So I'm sorry. So Miracle was first, and who's next?
I got a 21.
Awesome. So Pyravin's next for sure. Who else?
Mac got 18.
18.
Yeah. Mac and I tied with a 17 plus 1 for initiative.
See, Kino also got an 18.
Mac and
Yeah, I
you
got an
tied.
18.
Who's got the higher dexterity? Sam?
We tied on
Um,
Dex.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's fine.
Kino
Just-
rolled a natural 18 though. Nope. Yes, Kino rolled a natural 18, so they'll
Okay.
go before either of us.
Yep. So Kino. Okay. God, why is this so wrong? Okay, and then Macborn. So Kino ahead of you. Okay. Who's next?
CEO after Macmorn.
Or after.
Yeah, it's just gonna
yeah.
catch up. Yeah.
And
And-
Arasis,
13.
Erasmus got a 13. And what'd you get, Abel?
8.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Pan,
And
Yeah.
Pan got a 10.
and
got it.
Gretna showed up with a 5.
Yep.
10, Gretna 5. Erasmus, you're before them. And what'd you get, Abel?
Abel
I
had an
can-
8.
Wait.
8, so he's before. All right, so let's see what.
8.
Cool. Let's see what my rust monsters get. 10. All right, hold on one second. And Abel, I'm sorry, what did you end up getting? You got a 8? Okay, 8. All right, so yeah, they can get a force. And
God,
let's see
this
what-
thing would fuck Bimmy up.
Oh. The Babao definitely goes first. Wow. Okay. The Babao, by the way, is not a small creature. A matter of fact, let's see if I have something better than this silly thing. Hold on.
Like a
And also,
Yep.
K-Bear.
Yeah.
what is
maybe.
it?
Oh, God.
Arasis. It was non-magical metal only that it corrodes.
Good.
Yeah,
then.
it is non-magical metal only.
Well, I don't know if my armor counts as magic or not.
It's tough. It's really. I think the power armors technically aren't magic, but it is tough.
I thought it technically would be because of it being.
Oh.
Oh well.
Do
Hold
they not have large sized minis? in
They
Telstar?
do. They do. The problem is that this is what they denote as like large here. Hold on. Let me show you.
You have to upscale it. Like,
Yeah. This is sucky. Hold on. It's fine. Well, anyway, hold on one second. Let me just look at something real quickly. See if I can fix this real quick. If not, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, the Babao is medium anyway, but yeah, I can't even resize these with scaling. Okay, so anyway, the Babao's back here. The Babao does get to go first. So anyway. Before we start this combat, this is what you saw, Label. This might become important. So, as the illusion dropped, you saw the facade of just this hallway that was completely empty. As the illusion dropped, you did see that the Babao was doing something to the rust monsters, but as it happened, the rust monsters were surprised. You were surprised. Babao was surprised. So you didn't actually get a great look at what was going on, but it was in some way interacting with them. It does get to go first, so
I jump back going, Rustbusters!
Yep. yep, yep, yep.
Panic in his voice.
Yeah, we'll make it the bear.
He's
Okay.
usually so calm.
All right. So immediately, it does go ahead and cast.
It's the most animated I've ever seen Abel.
Yep.
because this is the killer of artificers.
Yep.
Yeah, I just
right.
looked up.
Okay.
Chris, you can't make him bigger.
Chris, can I go back to losing my soul instead? No.
Yeah. So
Can I go back in the phylactery? It was safe.
yeah, he is gonna move up to this point, and he does cast a spell. He casts it directly on Erasmus. Hold on.
Of course he does.
You'll see why. It'll be obvious.
Our word kill.
Is this really what I think it is? Is this right? So he goes ahead and casts a spell. It looks like the spell auto goes off. I don't remember that. Jesus.
Well,
What's the spell?
Heat metal.
Yeah, it's heat metal.
Is it on the armor?
So yeah, he has an 8 spellcasting and it does auto go off. Interesting. Yeah, so he does make all of your armor around you, your entire power armor, like glow red hot. So first, any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage, and then until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns. So basically, now that this is on you, I am shocked that there's no way to save from this, or
No, heat metal, you literally just have to take it off or get it warm or cooled down.
yeah, it's just funny that it's also an 8 spell casting. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I am not cheating this. That is correct. So he innately casts that your armor glows red hot. Go ahead and take your damage, 2d8. Fire damage. I'll let you roll it. And then you're going, like, I'm sure you're familiar with this, but it's gonna try to cast this as a bonus action every time. So
yeah, I think it lasts. Yeah, he has to keep
Yep.
using his bonus action to do it.
Yep. That is correct. Okay. But that's all he can do for this turn.
That was 7 fire damage to me.
Okay.
Which does get through my last force field. So.
Yep.
Ow.
All right. He's also, hold on one second. Let me just make sure this is correct.
Let me make sure. I think I can take it off as an action.
Yeah, that's fine. He's going to stop with this. Yeah. He's not going. He's stopping, but he's looking at everything. This thing does look terrifying, by the way. You specifically remember though that its gaze is something detrimental, like some kind of weakening effect. But it is looking at the group. But anyway, it's your turn, Miracle.
Nope, can't take it off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, heat metal sucks for you.
You'd be able to save or like automatically drop it or throw it if it was like a weapon. Or
What's
something, but
super powerful about this is the fact that with an 8 spellcasting or whatever, you can look at it. You don't even have to save or anything. It just goes off.
Heat metal, there's no save in it.
Yeah,
There's no save
that's
ever.
not just innate spellcasting. It's just the spell itself.
Yeah, no, what I meant is that he doesn't have any kind of verbal components or anything. He can just cast this unlimitedly, which is, I'm surprised, but
he just has to maintain concentration on it.
No recharge or anything.
Yep. Okay. All right. All right, Miracle.
Huh. So I want to. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, with what Erasmus said, that kind of worried me. Huh. I was like, do they not hear me? I could do Shatter on all of them since 10-foot radius would get all 3 of them. Might as well. No one's over there, so.
So you want to do it's a 10-foot radius, right? So you want to do it like right here, so it hits
All 3
these
of
guys.
them.
Yeah.
It's a sphere, so.
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot radius, so 10 foot out from the middle point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1, 2. I actually, so it doesn't hit the back 2 unless you do it like here. In which case I think you can, right? You don't have to target an enemy. You can target a square. Yeah,
Yep.
so you're
I
fine.
just target
You're
a
fine.
square.
Yeah, you're fine. Yep. Go for it.
20 damage to all 3 of them.
So that would
Awesome.
mean it has to make a DC 18 concentration check.
Con save.
No, concentration's
Yeah.
just 10.
It's 10 plus half the damage.
I thought it
No,
was 10
it's
plus.
half the
It's
damage
or the
or 10.
damage. Whichever one's higher.
10 or the damage?
Yes, it's
Let me
10
look.
or
Ten
half
or
the
Let me look.
damage.
at that.
Whichever one's
Whichever's
higher.
higher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was
Well,
10
they
plus
have
half
to make
damage.
a con save also to take half or full.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just ignore this for now, and we'll do con saves on each. So, first one saves. That's the
14?
Babao. Let's do the 14 damage. Yep. The
No,
rust monster
I was
does
saying 14 was the DC.
14 is the DC. Oh, then it
Yeah.
does not save. I'm sorry. I thought it was 10. Sorry. If it's 14,
No,
it
my
does not
No,
save.
the concentration check is the 10.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
For heat
So
metal.
that does not save. The second one doesn't save, and let's see if the third one saves. Oh, the third one saves. So this one saves. These two take full 20 points of damage.
Okay, so the third one
Yep.
takes 10.
Okay. Yep.
Hehe.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, Pirvin.
Okay, so just for clarification, even with two-hand fighting or two-weapon fighting, I would only have one bonus action, correct?
That's right. You only ever have one bonus action ever, unfortunately. That is
Chris.
correct.
Chris, just checking. You
Yep.
did the concentration check, correct?
I have not done the concentration yet for check. Are you talking about for heat metal?
Yeah, because it's concentration.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess
yeah,
it
I
doesn't
haven't.
matter
I
because you
haven't.
can cast it at will. So even if the concentration was broken, he would just cast it again.
That's why I was looking at it. Unfortunately, because it's innate spellcasting and this guy gets limited things, I actually think that this is broken, and I actually think that he would drop concentration and do max damage every time. Like, because if you do concentration, it's only 1d8. That's what I'm looking up while we do this. There's actually no reason for an innate spellcaster to drop heat metal and recast it, which is way more damage. But I'm checking that because that seems a little broken. But it
He
looked.
can get it all.
What?
Oh no, he couldn't, could he?
Yeah, because the problem is
Oh.
he's a sorcerer essentially. He has an innate spell casting. He doesn't acquire any components or spell slots. He can just keep casting, it's saying. But I'm not 100% sure on that, so I'm looking it up. So
Does the heat metal go up a couple rounds and then cool down? Or do I have that wrong?
Lasts for a minute. And
Yeah,
I
it
get two,
lasts for a
I'm gonna
minute.
get two. I'm gonna get 2d8 fire damage every turn. He wants to keep giving me 2d8 fire damage. There's nothing I
Yeah.
can do about it.
That's why I'm looking, because here's the thing: if it were to keep going and like not do it, you actually only take heat metal is only 1d8 afterwards. I just don't know why he wouldn't keep casting it, but we're gonna see. I actually think that the way I'm gonna roll it, that seems so broken to me that I think I'm just gonna make it like a normal heat metal, and I'll look this up later. But because I mean,
Heat
this
metal
is
is
like
2d8.
He
Heat metal is
used
2d8.
his spell
no, but
or
oh,
his
is it
actions.
2d8 no matter what? Oh, you're right. It is 2d8 no matter what anyway. So yeah, he would just keep it. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's 2d8 no matter what.
That's
It's just
my
1d8
detriment.
extra.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's my
it's
detriment.
it's just 1d8 extra at higher
Which-
levels.
which-
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that sucks. The rest is okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, I will try to keep the concentration check up though. We'll, it really doesn't, but I'm gonna try anyway. Ignore that.
It was.
All right, so 16 for one psychic blade.
And I did get it up. Okay, 16. Which one are you targeting, by the way?
The one in the front.
Okay, the Babao. 16 does hit.
That's 7, and then a
Yep.
nat 12 on the second psychic blade.
Okay.
And we're max damage on that.
All right. How much damage? Yes, it's max damage.
Uh, 15.
15.
Okay, awesome. No, you're definitely putting a dent in this thing. It's now bleeding a bit. It's got some damage like visibly on its chest and some other things. So you're putting some damage onto this thing.
Okay, and then for the third, I imagine an 8 does not hit.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. At this point, I'm going to take a handful of ball bearings and toss them past. I forget his name. I apologize. Abel.
Yep.
And I'll do it.
Okay. All right, Kino.
All right, I am going to move up to directly behind. I think it's Pirvin in the front there.
Yep.
The two people flanking the edge
Yep.
of the pit, and
Yeah.
I'm going to hold my action until both rust monsters are within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. Co, what would you like to do?
I'm trying to let the stream catch up to see where the bow is because it's on
The
our side.
Babal's right here. So the Babal is still here. He didn't move up any closer. So he
Okay.
just moved enough to where he could cast. Seems like at Erasus. So he's still pretty far behind. By the way, on your shatters, you notice that one of the rust monsters is doing very poorly. This one here is doing really badly. It's like got broken. Like basically its antenna are broken. It's doing pretty awful. This one on the left.
Okay. If I were to cast Shatter, would I be able to get all three of them?
Yes. Same. You can
Okay.
do the same exact thing that
Help
that Miracle
me.
did. Yep.
Buddy. All right. So action. We're gonna cast Shatter at 3rd level.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that seemed to do pretty good. Go for it.
And then
48 damage.
Yeah, it's probably
so
gonna
that's
do it.
auto.
For...
It's just rolling damage, or
They have to. It's 48, and then they save, and they either take full or half. But you're rolling 48 no matter what.
If you're wanting to, but if you're wanting to cast it at higher level, it's the cast L3.
3.
Yeah. Well, L space 3. Well, with the dash. So
L-3.
So you're gonna want to do this at the end of cast. Put the name in the.
If this messes up, I am a plebeian.
Yeah.
Do you not have it?
Yeah, I just don't. Do you not have Shatter?
No, I do have Shatter. It's on my D&D Beyond. Oh, I don't think I've
did
updated
you update it? Yeah, I don't
No.
think.
Golly.
Can I just roll? I'm just gonna roll the 48.
You can. You can roll the 48. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna update.
Yep.
I'm very.
Forget updating.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
That's a 24.
24. Okay. Let's see if I save. Awesome. Let's see if I save. No matter what, the rust monster on the left, even though I save or not, is obliterated by the shatter. The Babao does save. So I take half 12. Damage on the Babao. Okay. Let's see if the rust monster. That one's gonna die anyway. It doesn't matter. So this one gets destroyed by your shatter. Let's see if this one has anything left. So, what is the save?
Let me pull that up for you.
I think it's 14 for you.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so it's
15.
It saves, but it takes half damage. And how much damage was it again? I'm sorry. 12
is half.
Okay,
Yes.
so this one has been destroyed. However, this one is barely hanging on. He's taken some damage and doesn't look like he's doing great.
Man,
All right,
I thought
Macmorn.
Get him.
Yep.
And then I would
close.
like to bonus action try to get the alchemy jug and pour water over Erasus.
I don't think you can do that, unfortunately, as a bonus action because it's like stored away. So I think it takes a full action to take it out. Yeah.
Could I?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Could my bonus action do anything towards getting it out, and then next turn bonus action the rest?
I mean, the only. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Unfortunately,
It unfortunately won't do anything anyways.
Yeah.
CO doesn't know that, and CO is very concerned about Erastus's well-being in the last 12 minutes. Yeah, that will be all I can do then.
All right, Erasus, your turn.
Isn't it Macmorn's turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is Macmorn's turn. I'm sorry, Mac. Go for it.
Kill it, Mac.
How far is it from me?
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 40 feet.
I did warn you not to use metal on the rest monster.
40 feet, Macmorn.
Yeah, I can't even reach it.
It's actually 45 feet. I'm wrong. 45 feet to get in its thing. Yep.
I can throw a hand axe.
Yep. Is that what you want to do? And where do you want to be while throwing it?
Might lose that.
I will get within well, I can't get within short range anyways. So 45. I'll move 20
Okay.
feet forward.
All right. Sure. You'll be right by Abel. Yeah, you want to throw your hand axe at it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, I swear it was slash attack.
And you're next, Erasmus, so I guess
23 to hit.
that hits. How
5.
much damage?
5.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he is still bleeding, but you notice that he's definitely still a little bit like he could definitely do some damage still. All right, Erasmus.
This is risky. Bonus action. I'm reactivating my my force field. Can
Yeah.
I get to him? Can I get within 5 feet of him by using
don't
30 feet of my movement?
I no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is where you would be. This square. You're still 1, 2. You're still 15 feet away from him.
Wait, where you go? Oh.
Okay, well there goes my plan. My plan was I was gonna run up and grapple him so that if he was gonna keep using heat metal on me, he was
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
would
burning
use.
himself.
Yeah, which would happen. Yeah, which I would roll. Yeah.
Yeah, anyone who's in physical contact with it gets 2d8.
Yeah.
So that would have been
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Okay. Shoot. I know what I can do.
I mean, we can just have every person with metal leave, and everyone without metal not.
Yeah, that's like that's a sum total of everyone here.
Oh wait, am I the only one without metal?
Yeah. So okay, everyone with metal leave. She's got this.
All right, see ya.
Yep.
She said it, guys. We're out of here.
Yep.
No,
All right.
I didn't think this through.
Yeah, you did.
But you would
You
know
did.
that by looking at us. It's hard to tell.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
All right, fine.
So what would you like to do?
I'm gonna use Bimmy. He's gonna roll an attack.
Sure.
Shit, I was really hoping I was within 30 feet. That was my whole plan. I thought it was gonna be
Yep.
really epic for me to suplex this guy while on fire.
I appreciate
Okay.
it.
Yep.
+4 to hit. I have to do this all custom because of Avre for all its gloating doesn't do a lot.
Yep.
No, 21 to hit with Bimmy.
Yep, that hits.
For 3 force damage.
Okay. Yep.
And he's staying on my shell, and I'm going to use magic missile.
Sure.
Wait, is the other rust monster still up?
It is. It's
Oh,
not
then-
doing well at all. It's doing very
That
poorly.
I'm using. I'm going to be the third person to use shatter.
Okay. Yep. You can. That's probably going to do it.
So that's 3d8.
Yep.
I hate this plugin so much.
Cast not safe.
Yeah, I just hate it. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, all right, it's a 14 save for me,
Yep.
and for 14 damage.
It doesn't. Well, yeah, that's correct. You actually destroy the rust monster. Let's see if the Babao survives. Yep, it's the Babao saves, so he takes half damage. 7.
Yep, so 7.
Yep, but you do completely like crash through the rush monster. It like collapses in like a pile of insectoid parts.
So
all right.
I am running around the corner since I can't run at it. So
Yeah.
it no longer has line of sight on me, and it can't use heat metal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you can.
On someone else with metal.
Well, I was actually back there by Gretna when I started. So that would only be like. 15 feet movement.
I see. You were not going to go the full. Okay, that's fine.
No,
That's
if
fine.
because you said I couldn't make it, so
that's
I
right.
didn't
No,
go.
that's fine. Yeah, you can totally run past here, then wherever you want. It's fine.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Okay.
the heat metal is gone.
Okay.
All right, it's my turn.
All right. All right, Pen, it's your turn.
Okay, who's still standing? Of them.
It's just the Babao, just the demon.
I think for comedy's sake, I also have to do Shatter.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god.
God.
Shatter.
No, I mean that's good. This encounter that was very helpful. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's good I brought it up.
15 con save.
Okay. 15 con save. Yep. I do save. I rolled a nat 20. But what do I take?
6.
Six,
6
okay.
is halved. It was 12 total.
Okay. Yeah. No. It's. You can tell that it's still not doing great. It's enraged at this point. It's bleeding all over. Abel, it's your turn.
Abel smiles widely when he sees the rust monsters fall, and he's just
Yep.
right there.
Yep.
He takes his two-handed sword off his shoulder, runs up, and beats on him.
Okay. All right.
And cast Shatter.
Yep. All right.
I don't have it.
Yep. You can do that. Yep.
I'm warning, heat metal can work on weapons too.
Yep.
I've used it many times before.
AC 21 for 11 damage.
Yep. For 11 damage, you said?
Yep.
All right.
It's
yeah. You guys notice that
comes back.
Abel slashes into his chest, and he is now bleeding profusely. Abel, you can tell he's close to death. Gretna,
Can I hit him again with the cross up?
Yep.
AC
All right.
20 for another 11.
Oh, you're I'm sorry.
Multi-tack.
You multi-tacked? Okay, perfect. So
Yep.
yeah, you hit, and then another 11 points of damage?
Yep.
Okay, no, then in that case, Abel, you finish him off. You destroy the demon. You kill him.
Yes.
Smells like
Nice.
turtle soup in here.
That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Shut
I'm gonna put
up.
a hand up for everyone who casted Shatter. Like a group high five, like both my hands up, and we'll just like have a group high five circle.
Yeah, Pen will give a high five.
Erastus is on his hands and knees, just like panting and sweating on the inside of his armor.
So, how you doing there? I cast
Where's
down.
Doug?
I'll cast the
anyone?
cure wounds on him.
Oh no, I'm fine. Just being
You're
dramatic.
fine. Okay, forget it.
I'm down 6 health. I've lost 6 health since the start of this.
All right, no problem.
So we'll still get the alchemy jug.
Whoops,
Which is
I accidentally cast it. No, I didn't.
Okay.
but
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
you
swing
would- yeah,
back
you
30
you may not know how it works anyway. So if you want to dial Sarasis, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Cio wouldn't know. So she's just gonna take like a big ol' splash.
Yep.
And not use all of it, so we still have water to drink. She's gonna give
Yeah.
him a big ol' splash in the face.
Yeah. Now you do know,
think it's
both of
salt
you actually know
waterproof.
from your high rolls in nature. So rust monsters remains. This doesn't last forever, but just keep in mind that if you are going to like rummage through them or whatever, it will still affect your armor and your metal weapons. It eventually goes away. It's actually like it's actually very small. According to the lore, it's very small, like microscopic entities that actually live on the Rust Monster Sin. It's like
Yeah.
little baby things that are part of the Rust Monster. Those eventually die off, but for now, they're still very much active. So
Oh, yeah, I don't go near it unless I see a real reason to go there.
Yeah.
Does the demon go poof or whatever?
So what ends up happening when you actually slay the hit the final thing on the demon, it erupts in like a black fire, and it doesn't like erupt into flames. It's just smoldering at this point. It smells like very strong sulfur.
It's gonna take a while to get that out of your hair and clothes.
Yeah.
If you wear those sorts of things. But
Now Kino and Abel both remember that nothing like this happened
That's crazy.
before. There was nothing like this. Yeah.
I've heard of those. I've never actually dealt with one other than like in a caged under control situations. Yeah, that's. I wasn't expecting to see two. I was a little shook.
So how
You're screaming
how
like a
does
little
the,
girl.
Are we okay to cross this chasm?
Yeah, it does seem to still. The floor has not changed.
As we cross, I'll try to pick up my ball bearings.
I mean,
Okay.
it held
Yep,
me.
You can. Yep. So so Pirvin crosses, Abel crosses. Who else would like to cross at this point?
Me.
I'll cross.
Me.
Okay. So
I've been
everybody
fro-
starts across. Okay.
I've been
I'm good.
frozen, cut, burned.
Yeah.
I'd like to try.
Yeah,
and
you've
cross.
had. Okay, so everybody starts to walk past. So you notice on this side of the tomb, I mean, besides the smell of sulfur that's everywhere, and everyone is very careful not to touch the remains of the rust
Just
monster.
careful by that puddle over there.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
You guys do start to walk up in this direction, and you notice that there is an open hallway here. Like there's an open hallway to the left, and then there is a locked door on this side.
All right, hold on. This next room is a doozy. So listen up.
Wait,
Yep.
real quick question. Who has the teleportation thing to get us out of here?
Theo, right?
I do.
I think I can probably get us out of here.
We have a get out jail free card apparently.
I have it. I took the brooch out when we thought the whole place was collapsing in.
You have a brooch.
We also have sending. We have the sending stone with the leader
To
of
the Arcane Brotherhood, they're kind of our best friends, or I
I
thought
would-
they were, because they
No.
sent us here.
I wouldn't say they're best friends. I'd say they're our employer.
They like
That
us.
is the first time that came out. Imagine that. Wow.
Oh,
Wait.
So
fuck.
proud of you guys.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
we never said who.
I'm so proud of you guys. Okay. Good deal. Yeah.
Oh,
I just found out.
okay.
Okay.
Huh. Imagine that.
But
Yeah, they've been watching us this entire time, I think.
What?
is
Wait,
wrong?
they're watching us.
I went at it. They're kind of really strong.
My head
Why?
starts to ache.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
You
What
guys
did
can
you
notice.
say?
So at this point, you can noticeably tell that not only is Abel surprised, but obviously Kino just seems a little pained by this. I don't think there would be any way that you guys could basically stop that. But Abel's better at this than Kino when it comes to hiding his emotions. But even Abel's a little like, wow, okay. But yep.
I think it might be good for you to tell us what exactly is going on.
What did the pseudo dragon tell you?
Just said you smelled funny, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I'm walking around in a suit of plate armor. I probably smell like someone lit a bonfire in a locker room.
Yeah.
I mean, around it smells like tender
Say
torch.
nothing.
But yeah, that was it. But to the real question, why does it seem like a painful topic to bring up the Arcane Brotherhood?
You should just be careful with them. I'm sure I don't have to tell you, they're shifty. They're a shifty group of individuals that have very, very muddled motives, and they won't hesitate to, you know, to make a difficult decision.
Right. We
Vague,
if it
vague.
wasn't for if it wasn't for the fact I grew up in Boston watching them do just that, I'd firmly believe you after all of this.
I love Luskin. You know, I actually donated with a friend of mine quite a large amount of gold to the some of the youth that lived in Luskin. Some of the proceeds of our adventuring went towards some of the orphans.
Huh.
We gave
Coincidental.
them matches and ball bearings.
Why would you do that?
Did they
Abel-
tell you the truth about the tomb though? Like this tomb, when it moves around from city to city, it really does cause like disease and death and everything when it leaves. Is that the truth?
So I
I
wasn't
used to
hired by
say
the
it's
Arcane
bad
Brotherhood.
news, it shows up to a town.
We had a contract that we fulfilled with Lord Neverember of Neverwinter. But I wouldn't be caught dead working with the Arcane Brotherhood, to be honest.
Doing that right now.
Well, I'm not working with them. I'm working with you. I want y'all to succeed, not
But we're working
them.
with them.
Yes, I guess indirectly I am. But look, they are
You should be careful about it.
they are bad news.
Although anyone who employs an adventurers, you should be looking out for.
This is
Like,
just
if you-
vague enough to be unhelpful.
No,
Yeah.
if they can wipe your minds if you get too nosy. They can hunt you down if you do something they don't like, or you don't do, like, if they ask you to go kill someone and you say no, they'll just send a you know a squad of angry mages after you. They'll teleport you into a holding cell, and just keep you there. They're
So why
incredibly
would
powerful.
who would piss these people off knowingly?
So this next room, before I forget, it's very dangerous because it's got more slimes in it. It's got a chest. It rumbles so it can knock you prone. We found, Henri. We found her in there. She was trying to restock the loot chests because she was working for Asarak. Just kidding.
Wait, she
It's-
was? That's why she
No.
stole our shit.
Just kidding. She actually wasn't. She worked with another mage, who she is no longer working under. But be careful. There's tapestries in here that look like slimes. Might look like something else. I don't know what to expect anymore. And the room rumbles. The doors lock behind you. You can get locked in, get locked out. It's very difficult. So be careful, everyone.
Wait,
So
wait,
Abel,
you
Abel,
didn't
just so you know
answer-
too, I do want to interject. You guys can talk in 1 second. So Abel, as you were looking at your watch to actually see if this would work, surprisingly, your watch would actually, you're pretty certain that you could actually teleport this entire group outside of the Tomb of Horrors. You knew you couldn't when you were in, and you're very doubtful that any device that they have would ever work teleportation wise. But something about the fact that this watch has already done it, that you've already used it, you've already gone through, you're pretty confident you could do this. You don't know what the effects would be. You're not in your own time. Like, who knows what happens there? You might be able to save this group and get them out of the Tomb of Horrors as long as you're with them. As a side note, but go ahead, Gretna. Go ahead and
I
talk.
will
I
tell
just
you
want
no.
to add. My question was:
God.
does this tomb leave behind death and destruction like they said it did, and disease?
Okay, so every time it teleports away from a city, it leaves a plague of some sort. I saw Luskin get leveled by Asarak. It turned to a city of glass.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Thank you.
I mean,
It's
that's not good.
so much worse. It's
That's
so
where
much
Theo
worse.
lives.
It's
Yeah.
so much worse than you can imagine.
Basically, the horrors from the inside come out.
Wait, when did that happen?
Not in this timeline,
That's all I
and not
need.
in ours anymore.
So this is why we have to stay here.
You have to stay
Yeah.
here and make sure that never happens, because
Right.
I saw a future where Asarak wins.
Well, we're not
I
better
saw-
than you.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, sure you
Are
guys
we?
are.
Are we?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we're better or not, Erasmus. We have to at least try.
But Erasmus, since you were actually looking at the device and going through it, just to see in the back end, at some point this will come up. If you do try to teleport out, the device does not work. But you would actually, as an artificer, you would know that before trying to teleport out. Like you could actually
I've
play
never
with
looked
this
at.
thing.
I've never looked at his device.
No. This
It's
is
like
this is nothing to do with Abel's device. This is the actual thing that they gave you, the get out of jail free card, that device. And for whatever reason, it's not active, even though they expected it to be. It is not. So the one that the Arcane Brotherhood gave you is not currently functioning.
I'm gonna give that teleport directly to the Arcane Brotherhood, to Crystal to Kino. Let him go back with that. See how that works out.
You give it to me?
No,
I-
I was just saying, what if I did?
Kino,
You
I
certainly
seem
could.
like I could probably like use my teleport if I had to. It looks like I can punch in the coordinates.
Yeah, it's
You
just for
could.
whatever reason yours is not active. And Erasmus, you don't know if the Arcane Brother did this on purpose or not. Probably not. It's very likely that Asarak's magic, just like what's causing, like for instance, Miracle not to be able to fly, for instance, is the same thing. There's no teleportation here.
So I'll tell you this. I know for a fact that there's many, like the walls and the ceilings and the floors in here. It stops outside influence. It stops people from being able to like scry on you and teleport in and talk to you and cast like sending and stuff to relay information. There's only a few number of rooms in here that can do that. But that being said, I would not be surprised if the Arcane Brotherhood threw you in here with a false get out of jail free card, so to speak, because that's the kind of people they are. Because they are terrible people.
That's low.
Oh, I know. But that being said, there's terrible things going on in the outside because of this tomb. Resurrections don't work. The plagues are still happening. The farther you go into this tomb, the more you fix it, but also the more buttons you push, the more levers you pull, the more of a chance the tomb has to move, and the more of a chance you have to leave behind one of these plagues. And that is the true horror of this place.
I don't know if you studied the inside of the walls. It's a pretty amazing device, this whole dungeon thing. It's all interconnected and geared and cogged. It's pretty fascinating. But it does a lot of things.
Should we just
Could you-
leave?
When you guys are all knocked out, I could hear it shifting and moving.
Should we just leave?
Could
If
you
you
draw
leave-
a map?
Abel's better at me than that.
Could you
Plus,
draw a map?
our
Where
cartographer.
to?
So like the center of it, we can kill it.
Yeah, I mean, I have mapping materials. I've been trying to map this place since we've started, but
But they know
it's-
stuff that we haven't been to yet.
It constantly shifts. It could be different.
So far, it's been the
can
same.
Chris, can I take all their
Yep.
information and
Yeah.
map it? to the timepiece?
Absolutely. Well, what do you mean by map it with the timepiece? You wanna
Doesn't
try
it
to,
have
like-
a trace a
does-
path?
It does have trace of path. So, for instance, if they don't, they've obviously only been up to this side. So, CO's map only has up to where they've been. So you can easily trace a path back. If you can remember where things are, and you would have a vague memory of this, it just may not be exact. We're gonna have to
Yeah.
see. So essentially what you would do is do a standard intelligence check to see how much you remember. If you get high enough, you remember everything, and then yes, you can give them a kind of a map of the tomb, and I'll show them things that you guys have discovered.
Okay.
I was
yes,
gonna
But
say,
this is
well,
just dependent on how much you remember, essentially. So
I will give him.
I'm going to bring out my Modron real
Yep.
quick
yeah, you can.
and ask him if he can help me figure out how to where's a good place for them to find Kiona?
Yep.
Show him to the throne room.
The throne room. Okay.
Okay. All right. So you bring
So
the
you
Modron
call the
out. You do bring the Modron out.
I-
And what do you want to ask it?
Talk a bit about the throne room and the different notes that we've seen and have and our other maps and stuff, and to recall those. And
Yeah.
then I'm gonna roll my intelligence with advantage. Is that fine?
Yeah, go for it. So you go ahead and take the Modron out. As you set the Modron out and go through and start asking it specifically about the Tomb of Horrors, by the way, it does something you've never seen before. It does open slightly, and a very dark, kind of like lightless, like crystal inside of the Modron pops out as it opens. Go ahead and make your intelligence check because it's still trying to answer the question. This is all happening at once.
Or is
Can I
that a
get-
specific skill?
Oh boy.
No, it's this is just Just go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your history check twice, or because you're asking
History?
it about the. Yeah, it's history in this case.
I tried to give you guidance, but it's only a +1.
Okay.
I'm so proud of you again, Abel. Oh, this is so good. Okay,
Oh,
go
no.
ahead.
23.
Plus
Okay.
1 is 24.
All right. The Modron
24.
does go to. So this is what ends up happening. The Modron does go to answer the question. Briefly, you see an entire timeline, Abel, from now, this moment in time, all the way up to when you were inside the Tomb of Horrors, and you are flooded with an insane amount of information. As that happens, everybody around Abel make a dexterity saving throw. So
Oh.
Piravin, Macmorn, Kino, Miracle, make a
Oh,
dexterity saving
shit.
throw.
Oh,
Oh, this is
fuck.
And by the way, the Modron has
Head
opened
touch.
up with this dark crystal on the inside of it. And
Am I making
it's
it too?
yeah, you're also
Is
making a
this
dexterity
finally
saving
the
throw.
end? Are we finally done with this shit?
So
no. This is just the beginning.
go ahead and make everyone make dexterity saving throws, and then we'll see what Abel gets. 'Cause
Everyone?
it depends. No, sorry,
Oh.
everyone that I mentioned. Gretna doesn't have to. You don't have to. Just
So is
Kino,
Abel
Macmorn, Piravin,
directly into the crystal?
You said me
Yeah.
also.
and Miracle. Yep, and Miracle.
I cast
Yeah, it's
resistance
everyone.
on Miracle.
Wait,
Well,
what?
she already rolled a 21, so
Oh.
she's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Miracle saved. Go ahead.
23.
20. What'd you
4.
get?
23.
Okay. Yep. Wow,
4.
you saved 2. Macmorn.
11.
Okay. All right. So what ends up happening is immediately the Modron, Abel, literally it almost looks like he disintegrates, but he doesn't. He actually like rips in and out of reality a couple different times and is forced into the ether. Abel is gone. Well, I'll tell you about it later, Abel, but you're back in your original timeline. It has something to do with this in particular kind of event. On top of that,
Shit.
everyone that saved misses this. Kino, you do not save, and Mac, you do not save. So hold on one second. Let's just make sure.
Mac,
Are the-
welcome. Welcome to the Sunday game.
Great.
Yeah, let's hope I don't kill you guys.
You didn't get
Oh, shit.
any.
I don't think I will. I won't come close. Okay, so it's you both take 18 points of like psychic damage. Like it also knocks you prone. You also
Wait,
cannot speak.
Abel.
You can't speak for a minute as well. It's that bad. Kino, you're still here though. And immediately this is like in a huge flash. Now, Abel, the knowledge that you get is pretty extreme. We're gonna have to go through this in an out of session thing. It's actually a pretty big benefit for you. You got an insane amount of knowledge about Acererak and what actually happened and through this entire timeline. But it has something to do with the fact that the timelines are folding on themselves and your Modron was activated and that crystal inside of it. But anyway, we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, Kino, so you're still inside the tomb. Sorry, Macmorn. And everyone sees this. It's a very shocking thing. So,
Can I cast Cure Wounds on Mac?
yep.
Oh, I thought you meant I thought he vanished.
Oh, Macmorn didn't, but Macmorn and Kino
So
both
that's
take
12.
damage. But
All right, that's 12, 13, 14, 15 points of healing to you, Mac.
Killing Tiamat.
And
All right,
Miracle's gonna
look.
look really
Shut up, Tyler.
worried.
and Kino, you want some heals?
Yes, please. Where's Abel?
Okay, I think I can do it. Abel? What?
He just
What happened to
disappeared.
Abel?
Disappeared.
I am feeling the ground where he was.
He got inversed.
My character's gonna say he disappeared.
He went home.
The Modron imploded.
Chris, you said 18.
Oh, sorry.
yeah, 18.
6, 7, 8. Only 9 points to you, Kino. Sorry.
Anything's good. and I'm gonna heal myself for the rest with cure wounds. So another 9.
But
I'm gonna stand up, visibly shaken and kind of teary-eyed.
This is like you go, Siri, what are the directions to Dunkin' Donuts? And the house blows up.
Yeah,
Very
exactly.
equivalent.
Has that happened to you? Has that happened to you, Lee? Do we
I
need to
don't know
talk
why,
about
but
something?
that's such an amazing analogy.
Sorry, in the South we have Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Not only that, for the record, Abel was 100% your get out of the tomb thing. I was going to allow it. Abel absolutely could have done that. And Abel, I fully expect you to be in. I was going to ask you if you would come back next session because I just honestly didn't think you were going to use the Modron at this point. That's the only way you're getting out of here. So amazing.
great.
Amazing. But, well, for
Look,
Abel, that was the only way he was getting back out. That's why I was going to have to talk to him in this next session because I was a little worried at this point it was going to happen. But yeah,
Now look
that's.
here.
Yeah.
You get to fight the dragon with us.
Yay!
Miracle's gonna look
I'm
really
hoping I
kind of
can take
worried,
control of it.
but also just kind of sad.
Are there any
Okay.
bits and bobs from the
Wait,
Modron?
No,
wait.
it doesn't look like the Modron destroyed itself, and there's nothing like Abel didn't leave anything behind as if he was actually
defender.
disintegrated. And his defender, by the way, is still here.
Yes.
The defender
Oh.
is still here.
Oh,
Abel,
we're
you
used
did not. It does not bring your defender back. So we'll
it-
deal with
it-
that. We'll deal with
it-
that on your session. But yeah, you're gonna have to
Is it-
remake it.
Is it inactive?
It is inactive.
Oh, I'm going at that thing with a wrench and a drill.
Yeah, I just push it towards you and go, maybe this can make up for all of the stuff that Henri took from you in cold blood.
I hate you all.
She's the worst. She's the worst.
Wait.
Tell her when you see her, she is in fact the worst.
Okay,
She
she's not
will, in
okay.
fact, start crying. She will start crying
She's-
if she thinks that you guys hate her. I just want you to know that.
I
Theo
will
likes and Mrs.
I will say
Problem.
she's very nice.
Wait,
She's very nice. She just made a
Erastus,
bad
why
first
Why
impression.
are you doing this to this weapon? Why are you doing this?
I gotta
This is
learn how
one
it
of the-
tick. I'm learning
this
how
is
it
the-
tick. Let me do this
do
right
it
now.
to your own weapon. I grab it.
You
Yeah.
can't.
Do
It's
it to
big.
your
You
own
can't
weapon.
grab it.
Wait, I
I
have
can't.
It's
No, you
big.
can. You
Medium.
can. It's
You
an
can grab a
automaton.
one.
It's no longer active or anything else too.
Well,
It's
I
like
ain't
a
letting
metal
you
doll
grab it.
essentially.
Then we fight.
Then we fight.
Theo.
This is somebody else's. This isn't yours to do
Mediation?
this with.
well,
Abel is
Miracle's just gonna
nice. He was
back
good to us.
away. She's just,
I'm
like,
taking
sad
it
and
apart.
worried.
He's not coming back for it.
And if he
No.
does, oh boy, God help you.
Yeah, don't do this, Erastus. It's not right.
I'm putting Bimmy in
Miracle's
the
just
middle of it
backing
and letting him
away.
pilot it like a mech.
No, don't do it.
Oh, that's
Mm-mm.
awesome.
I no. Okay, you want to fight? Fine, we fight.
Side
Miracle's-
question:
Nope.
Did Abel
Yeah,
give
go
it?
ahead.
God.
Did Abel
Kino
what?
gave it
did
to
not-
us.
He did not actually have enough time to give you the map info, as he
Okay.
was trying to like map it out. Unfortunately, no. I mean, Kino's still here, but no, Abel didn't have time.
Break it. I
Okay.
just want to take the plating apart and see what makes it
Kino,
work.
if we have to give you extended sessions on this, are you able to make on Mondays or no?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool, awesome.
I'm
yes.
collecting my map information. Did Abel happen to give us his name, like his full name, at any point?
Abel,
Abel, I don't think you did. Did you, Abel?
My full name? I
Yeah.
haven't given it out. I think
Yeah.
I've only given it out to one person.
Is it Kino?
Okay.
Yes, it was.
Kino, can I
But-
take this apart and see how it works? I'll put it back together.
Look, can
It's
you
magic. You can't just take it apart and put it back together. The magic will be gone forever.
Counterpoint,
you
I
just-
can.
No, you can't.
hold on to it for right now, but first the map, because I don't look, he just disappeared. I don't know how much longer I have, so let me talk about the map. Past
Thank
this
you.
room, there's a T junction. And I'm gonna start drawing real quick. I'm gonna Sia, do you have the paper?
Yeah, I'll sit with you and start drawing stuff out.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Phil,
draw
Yeah, go for it. Yep.
while he does that, I'm gonna study this thing and see if I can
Sure.
glean any improvements to apply to Bimmy. Now that
Sure.
I finally have
Telling you.
full unfettered access on it.
I'm
not
telling
taking
you
it
right
apart.
now,
I'm just looking
Erastus,
at it. I'm just looking at it.
I will
Yeah.
die on this hill, and you don't want me to die here.
Miracle's gonna look
Don't
at
kill
the
the cleric.
fighting and just like back away, like no.
Listen to
Um,
CO. I've listened to her.
Before
Yep.
Ina and I start drawing on the map to get a better grasp of what's ahead of us,
Yep.
I'm going to put my hand on her shoulder and tell her, look, I don't know what just happened,
That's
and
not it.
I'm sorry that Abel just disappeared like that. But we greatly appreciate all of his help, and we appreciate everything you're still willing to do for us, all things considered. So,
Can't do
against my
You,
better
but and CO, you just had a terrifying thought too, because as you're talking to Miracle, you notice your pseudo dragon is like literally like shaking inside of your thing. If you had just been standing next to Abel, and that had gone off, and the pseudo dragon also got damaged, it would have died. So you'd have that horrifying feeling of just random awfulness. So, but
I'm
anyway, that's private. You think about that, but yeah.
No, she'll definitely think on that and like take a
Yeah.
second, and she'll just like pull her pseudo dragon out and start cradling him. But she'll look
Yep.
to Kino and say, I know this isn't going to do much to fix what's happened, but I might be able to get a hold of Abel. And she'll pull out her book, and she'll quickly open it to one of her pages, and she'll look to Kino and ask, do you know Abel's full name?
Kino's gonna say it was Abel or Deck.
Yep.
Still, wait, is he dead?
CO will write out Abel's full name, Abel Ordek, and she will write a message to Abel and just say, Abel, what happened? Are you okay? Please let us know. We're all very worried, especially Kino.
Yeah. And how are you? What's the ability? Sorry.
So it is Farscribe, which is the last
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
option. So it's just sending.
Yeah. No, Abel will actually be able to respond. So Abel, this is going to get very confusing in our next session, but so all of this happens after your long rest. So it will not happen in our next session, but when you have a long rest, everything's going to basically resolve itself. You will have all the knowledge that you had. Technically, you're still in that buffered timeline. You can actually communicate. So yes, Abel will be able to communicate with you at this point.
Okay.
Yep.
Because the only thing it is that happens is I have to write their name down. I write out the message and it will send to them. They'll hear it, and then their response writes itself in my book.
When you respond on Sunday, I can get Kaylee so that she can queue in for that.
Yeah.
Or you could message it to me or Chris. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Considering there's a time buffer here anyway, I'd actually allow it. It's fine. He can actually respond now because we're going to time buffer this anyway. Like none of this has actually happened yet. It will happen after Sunday when you guys take a long rest. So.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if you're asking if he's okay, he'll say exactly how he feels and describe where he is.
So, and what ends up, so I'll give you a little hint of what's actually going to happen anyway. So, Abel, once you take that long rest and you go through it, because of your condition that went through, you are going to take, so it was a kind of a traumatic event psychically to you. However, once you recover from that, which would only take, a minute or so, you're able to go through it. You're currently wherever you are when we take that long rest. Assuming you don't die, which of course fucks all this up, but assuming you don't die through the dragon, or whatever we do, yeah, I'll go ahead and let you respond.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Chris, that was an 18 on my Tinker's check to look at this Steel Defender and try to learn some new stuff about it.
Yeah, it's gonna take you. This is a very complicated thing to just, but there is definitely stuff that you can learn from. It's just gonna take some time, and you have to lug it around with. But you do have to lug it around with you because it does not walk anymore. It's like it's like a metal doll essentially that's heavy. So you'll have to go through and lug this thing around with you. But yeah, you'll be able to. It's just gonna take some time.
I will put it on my shoulders.
Yep.
I'm gonna turn to CO and just say, now in this junction here.
Oh, by the way, Abel, you can say anything you want about your defender. Kino's still here, so.
I've been typing Discord, just basic information.
Okay, so if you're seeing that, CO, good. Yeah, if you guys can communicate in real time while this is
Yep.
going on. So yeah.
Cool.
So
Yep.
we have a link between Group A and Group B now.
There's a time buffer, so there's a limited amount of time on this. It's until he takes the long rest. So yes, for that right now you do.
We
There's
need-
a small time buffer. Yeah.
Professor Orb.
Don't have that. I swear on the gods above and below and everything in between, I do not have the Professor Orb on my person.
It's funny because Erasmus definitely wouldn't like give a single shit about the Professor Orb if Ani hadn't accidentally taken it with him. With her.
Nope, I didn't even know it was
Yeah.
ours until you did that.
Yep.
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 To be
Yep.
fair, it is very. If I hear Erasmus say that it was very out of date, it's like wrong like at least 50% of the time. It's a piece of junk.
Really?
So,
It
Kino, you don't think that Abel will care if Erasmus takes this thing apart?
Look, Abel's very talented, and while I think he would be upset, very upset, he could build another.
You sure?
No, I'm not. And if he heard me say that, he'd probably
You know,
Do you let them know, by the way, CO, that you can talk to Abel?
No, I only tell Kino.
Okay. All right.
And even then, I didn't really tell
Right.
her how. I just asked for his name, wrote a message, and as soon as he responds, I'll show Kino that,
Okay.
like, as it's coming up, that it's Abel responding.
Should
Okay.
I bring back the Defender? Ask him if I should bring back the Defender before Erasmus gets too attached.
I will write that out and send it to Abel because it does not tell me that I have a finite amount of times I can write to somebody
Mhm.
and do this. But we're just going to be doing this until Kino
Yeah,
feels
you guys
better.
are gonna. So this time buffer is gonna exist, obviously, until the end of the session, and then by this time, unless for whatever reason Abel does not take a long rest, in which case he can still talk to you. Theoretically,
Ye-
this can go as long
know,
as Abel does take a long rest.
I
So.
Yep.
put some info in your Discord direct chat.
Cool.
Okay, perfect. I turn to Erasmus and go, consider it a gift from the Torchbearers.
Thank you.
But promise to keep it safe and, and I
Uh-huh.
joke, but every single person from our group really likes every single person from this group. And I know I was quite shady before in my motives, but trust that I want to see everyone here succeed.
You gotta be the leader of the other group. You're like the hero.
I'd like to think so. So look, in this T junction right here, I'm gonna draw a circle where all the hallways meet. There's a glyph there, a teleportation glyph, and I'm gonna whisper to CO. I know your dragon can see magic, so use your dragon to look at the glyph, write it down, copy it. If I'm not there with you, I would like a copy of that glyph. It is very important.
Okay. I owe you, so yeah. I'm gonna
I-
start walking towards the room.
Yeah.
Wait. Before you go in, it's probably locked. That teleportation glyph is going to send you to a series of demiplanes. It might not be right there.
Again? We've already done like 3 of these.
Oh, just you wait. It might not be there, but
Kino, you're startled because this is a little different. There is a gap, if you can see it here, and it's slightly different. You could actually even get out over here as well. This was definitely not like this before. So things have changed, you think to yourself. Maybe that's what Abel was hearing or whatever, but this is absolutely different.
oh,
There was
shit.
no way you could have gotten out and looked around last time. So
It looks.
and
What is it?
Erasmus, as a matter of fact, you see that Erasmus sees that even though there's like stuff like going on and you can like look around the corners or whatever, there's definitely some kind of lever or something at the very end of this, Erastus can see it with his passive perception.
With at the end of the ledge.
Oh, sorry, at the end of the ledge. Yeah. Yep. That is correct.
What
Can
does it
anyone-
look like beyond that?
Blackness, absolute black. It does not look like it does here. It's absolute blackness. Like you,
Hey.
you can't really see the ground or anything. You don't even know what's underneath you. It's just black.
Hey, Pierre,
Yes, sir, bud.
do you see that little stick thing?
Yeah, I
Can I
can
point to it?
over there.
What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, could be beneficial. It could not be. Do you want me to go pull it?
Yeah.
Now, how about before we go prodding around, we let Kino tell us all she knows before
Yep.
something
Did she not?
happens. She was getting to it until you interrupted.
She said, "Go get the thing," and
No, Be careful with the glyph; it will send us to a demi-plane, and that's where she.
that's the fourth one we've done. Also,
15 to see what I can do on the corner of that for my acrobatics check.
Yep.
And I'll explain to them, Chris, the hallway with the ghosts and up to the throne room, and also, since you all have been so incredibly kind to me and my compatriots, in the throne room, it's probably not the same, but we left an artifact in one of the closets. We left a big bone scepter that might be handy, but it's hidden in there. Might not be anymore, but
the nicest
So-
Just an
person
idea.
that's come to visit us.
So so Pyravin, one of the things that happens when you get out here is immediately as you're in this part of the tomb, something unsettling happens. It is an intelligence saving throw, so go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw. I need to see if
I
you're
did
terrified.
cast resistance on him before he walked
That's fine.
out.
That's
which
fine.
Gives you a D4 to your saving throw.
Yep. So go ahead and do your saving throw. You're literally this is on you don't know why, but this is one of the most terrifying things you've ever done. Whenever you're in this part of the tomb where it's on the outside, it's an actual like it feels that there's a couple different things that happen. First of all, you feel insane depression, and then you feel insane paranoia that you've never felt. It's almost crushing, and then as it starts to creep in, you start to think, what if I fall? What's going to happen? Like is something going to grab me? Like it's over and over again. What did you get for your roll?
3.
Okay, Pyravin literally runs as fast as he can back. Because you failed though in this specific thing, you have to make a dexterity saving throw. It's
You
actually a
get-
dexterity check.
You
It's
could
actually a
add,
dexterity check, but yeah, you can add it to it.
you can add
Could-
your D4.
Because you have to
Dexterity.
recklessly run back as fast as you possibly can.
We're
So
good at dexterity.
I just
That's
noticed I was muted. I've been trying to speak for so long. I was gonna
Oh,
say
go
before
for it, man.
I was trying to say before Pirvin left that maybe we should tie a rope.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. That would have been a good idea, but go ahead. You have to. It's going to be hard for you to fail this, considering how dexterous you are. But you are running, so like
It's a saving throw.
you can do it as a check. You can do it as a check. It can
Check-
it
check
can
out-
be a saving throw too though. It can be a
check-
saving throw or a
I'm
check.
gonna do
so,
a saving throw. Hold on.
Yeah, saving throws are always better because you can add your proficiency bonus.
yeah.
Otherwise,
as a
it's
saving throw.
just
But you have to. You're basically just running out as fast as you can.
That's
It's
a
like
little bit better.
all of your paranoia.
27.
Yeah, so you come in, you see him come in. All of your paranoia, everything else, it just gets into one little thing where it's all coming at you at the same time. You do have a full panic attack, which you've never had before. It's fucking scary out there. Within these areas, it's very, very scary. So
That. I'm gonna create a mage hand and put it next to the lever, but I'm not gonna pull it. I just want to see if it works.
it does. You're able to get Mage Hand out there.
I guess I'll just be fucking shaking uncontrollably whenever I get
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you
man.
guys all see this too, and you've noticed that Paravin's like dealt with shit before and has not been scared. So
You did a good job.
My
Thanks.
character would probably try to go comfort him.
Pierre, sit down and get something to drink. We're
My
definitely
mage
not.
hand wraps around the lever. It doesn't pull it yet, but it grabs
Okay.
it.
Sure. Yeah, nothing happens yet.
Guys,
No.
I don't know. I looked for very fun.
Aren't you the one who just told Gretna that you listen to only me?
I know. I'm just saying, can we reevaluate the choice you made?
What happened out there, Pirvin?
It's just so dark.
You're not afraid of the dark.
I didn't think I was until I seen that.
That's real dark. That's sensory deprivation dark.
All I felt was whenever I walked out there, I just felt like I was in my own head the entire time.
Sorry that I may ask you to do that. I didn't want to if I known that that's what was gonna be.
I mean, I didn't expect it either. I normally can deal with stuff like this, but this is unbearable. I don't know what to do right now.
Everyone's got their limits. We all do.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mine. Yeah, mine would be even walking on that ledge. So, you did more than I could have. Do you want me to pull a lever?
No.
I'm
So-
not going to say anything.
I slide the map back to you. I drew a little. It almost looks like a platform, but on it are little stalls with little. They almost look like mannequins, but they're like poor people, and there's a little statue on one side. This statue has an orb in it, and it's one of the demiplanes that you might run across.
Yeah, so I'll this is what he's drawing, so I'll give you some. This is of course without a ton of details because I took a bunch of stuff out for them.
We've already
but this
seen
is,
that.
Yep, this is what it looks like. This is what he's talking about.
The thing that we've already seen.
CO is
And there's
also
a statue here.
Eno if she would be willing to just put small excerpts next to certain rooms and things, like what they do, just in case if in their haste
Yeah.
they
So
what's
this
going on.
This one had a giant undead kraken in it that we fought. We interacted with the statue. It was holding an orb. The orb shattered, and that is what turned Luskin to gloom glass.
This is what he's talking about here. The statue right here, as the stream catches up.
So CO will be writing down next to the very important things. So like that statue, she'll put "Do not touch under any circumstance." Turned Luskin to glass.
Chris, I
I'm
just
also
sent you a text.
I'm gonna circle the chest, the two chests, the one where we got the metal we made Or's favor with, and then another one was the chest.
Oh yeah, it's not exactly there though. This is just the placeholder honor. This is just to show them the thing.
Okay.
A lot of this is not exactly how it's going to be.
Okay,
Yeah,
we should
but
check.
yeah.
I
Yep.
saw him use Or's favor. Does it look like the metal that I recovered earlier?
Which?
Because I had that. We found that really heavy metal, and I was able to get enough for a solid ingot out of it.
Oh yeah, no, this does look different. It does
Okay.
look like it's different. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So, guys, lever, yeah.
Erastus,
And-
no, we need to get our bearings straight so we can get out of this dungeon.
It might do nothing. I'm curious.
Might do something.
It's my fatal flaw.
By the way, this is the actual lighting of the dungeon. I should have been pointing this out before. The dungeon itself is never as bright as I normally put it because of the stream. I'll make this, but it's good to see that what you're actually looking at is like basically twilight in the dungeon at all times. So
Yeah, no.
yeah.
I'm just sitting down, but next to Pirvin, I'm just kind of like holding his arm, or shoulder, like trying to. We're all here for you, buddy.
Yeah.
There was
Thank you.
also a
Yeah.
floating island. There was a
Uh-huh.
mage. There was a study within it that it looked like it was trapping fire elementals. It had a tiny library inside of a tree up top. The way out of it was a cart that you had to put on a magically extended rail and ride off, and a portal appeared at the end. It looked like you were sailing off into the void, but it was really the way out.
Yep. Did you guys decide on the lever? That's a no.
I told Erastus no.
Okay. All right.
As of yet, he's not told it.
Thinking about it.
Erastus, please wait until we're able to finish the map.
Okay, is the map finished?
Not yet. I forget Erastus is actually like 13 years old.
Is he actually?
Yep.
Yeah, he actually is 13 years old.
Yep.
But
I'm
it's in
3.
total years because they age quicker.
Hey,
I'm
Gretna,
3.
Yeah.
you seem pretty religious.
A little.
She's very.
Just a
Yes.
little.
Have you ever heard of the Chaos Gods? And before you ask, no, I don't worship them. I don't. Yes.
Well,
no.
Gredna, personally, you have not. You don't know what he's talking about. You've heard of gods that like may have chaos like tendencies, but you have not heard anything called like chaos gods or whatever. Yeah.
I imagine they exist. I come from a place where crazy things happen. Nothing like this, but you know.
Where do you come from?
Athkatla? City of Coin.
Oh, yes. Honestly, you all seem like some of the most capable people I've ever met, and I just wanted to see if you knew anything about them. One of those pieces of information I really don't know who to tell.
Wait, Chris, am I
So.
overhearing this?
Yeah, you would be able to hear this.
What do you know about him?
I don't know much.
Say, would I be able to roll a history because I read a lot of books?
You can try. This is god level information, so go for it. Not 20 or nothing.
All right, let's try. Nope.
Nope.
I sad.
No. No.
That was a 19. I sad.
I only know their names, but I know nothing about them. And I worry about what would happen if someone had all the names, but I just didn't know if you had any information on them.
Don't know. Sorry. Are they the things that are talking in your head?
I mean, I saw one, and it was maybe the worst thing I ever witnessed. And you see, she just kind of like gets this 1,000-yard stare after saying that.
When I hear him say that, I slowly turn my attention towards him.
Yep.
Tia will put her hand on Kino's shoulder and ask her if she's okay.
Oops.
I don't know. I'll be honest. We've been through a lot, and I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. That's kind of why I want to help you all.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you know that out there in multiple possibilities that is time, there's people suffering as much as you are.
Oh, yeah. You'd be surprised. And she kind of stands up.
Yep. At the end of the hallway,
not-
Kino, you see this. You see this briefly. You do a double take. It's still there. There is a person, ghostly figure, green misty, like almost like powder, with a crown on its head, just staring at you. Pirvin, you would probably see Kino like looked here. When you turn around, you see it there as well. It is like just green and faint and ghostly. It's not fully materialized, obviously, but it's definitely got a crown on its head, and the spindles of the crown are literally like 2 feet tall. So it's this crown with these 4 different, very sharp-looking points, and it's very tall. But it's just a green figure staring. It's not making any kind of hostile motions or anything. It's like it's ghostly, and who knows, but
Would it be
Okay.
considered a creature?
Yeah, it's technically considered a creature. I believe. Yeah.
Don't
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
don't attack it. I don't know what it is.
I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use Psychic Whispers.
Yep.
And then I will just try to get its attention by saying, "You're not alone, and we see you."
Yep.
Would any
So
of the rest
if you reach out to it, it telepathically speaks a name to you over and over and over and over and over again. The name
No.
that it speaks over and over in your head, is well, let me ask you this. It's going to give you a name that I'm not going to actually give you for meta reasons because I need to see how it plays out. But there is a name that goes over and over in your head. It's private, and it keeps going.
Okay.
Should I pull the lever now?
Erastus, stop.
No.
Can I-
I'm gonna
Let's
go
get
to
out of here.
Kino.
Yeah, Kino, the same name is now over and over in your head as well. The
Mhm.
name it gives you is Luxis.
We need to go. Get out of here. She's shaking and panicking, and she's turning around and just like, we need to leave.
I bring the attention of a name going
Alright.
through my head, but I can't place my finger on it. And
No,
if
you
that's
can say the name
understood-
if you want to. Do you want to say
Okay.
the name?
Okay.
Okay,
No,
you
it's
say the
not
name?
relevant. No, I do not.
Okay, that's fine.
Are you afraid now too, Kino?
We need to
What's
go.
happening? What's going on?
I don't know.
Playing the
All of a
pronoun
sudden
game.
I'm afraid.
It is the same name. It is the same name. The ghostly apparition vanishes, by the way, at that point. So the same name is reverting in your head as well. Luxis is the name that it says to you over and over again in your head as well.
What's happening?
Erastus, calm
They want us
down.
to go.
I'm gonna
Oh,
turn to Kino and be like, "Did you hear that too?
Yes.
And what's the influence that it's having on you? Why? What is this person?"
I've seen it before.
Okay.
Expound.
Yeah. Are you okay with talking about it, or is that something we shouldn't delve into? And I say
I
this
think-
so that everyone can hear.
I think it's the best we don't talk about it.
Okay.
We don't have
And,
any other way to go.
where do we go from here now? What's our next move? What do we do?
We go through this door.
I go to the door and I see if there's any traps or anything, and I want to unlock it.
Sure, of course. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check. And depending on what that does, we'll end it. So it's 10:30, so we'll go ahead and end it. There's a lot that goes on in this room, as Kino knows.
Well,
Kino,
Can I assist
yeah,
him?
go for it. Yeah, of course you can. And yep. And Kino, you're good for next session here, right? The other
Yes,
thing,
I
by
am.
the way, both both of you now that you have that name, by the way,
God damn it, dude.
Can I try?
It's meant to be.
Can I try?
yeah, you can try. If it's a fail, you guys can try. That's why these checks are so silly. I'm trying to figure this out because if
Ooh.
people can just try over and over again, it's almost useless to roll these.
There's a pretty interesting way that I've seen it done that I've adopted. I can let you know later, Chris.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
a
because I mean,
16, but Erastus
further
got
in the tomb, this will absolutely like be a thing because once you fail further in, you just set the trap and that's it. But for now, you guys are not at that place yet, so these checks are super silly. But
Ras is
go ahead.
19.
19. Okay.
I had a 16, but he had higher, so.
Well, 16 actually does not open this door. It's super hard, but
Well,
a 19 does.
I have a passive 21.
Oh, in that case, you could use your passive, yeah. You are able to unlock this door, and we'll start here the next session. But yeah, now that name has been gone through both of your heads, there's a mechanic that's in place for the both of you. It's private, so I'll get with you guys later.
Okie dokie.
Also, did
Wonderful.
that lever look like it did anything, or is it just?
Oh no,
There's
it
no- there's-
totally looked like a real lever. It looks like a lever you can pull. Yeah.
I want to pull it so bad as a person.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll go through. I mean, obviously you can if you want to. There's nothing stopping you. besides the
Except-
group, but yeah,
Except Kaylee coming in next door and
Yeah.
stabbing me in real life.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, we'll start right here in the next session. So
And we're
Cool,
level
guys.
6.
not yet. Almost.
Damn it.
Very close though.
Oh
Not
no,
yet.
am I gonna level up?
If I
Oh,
pulled a
no.
lever,
Yeah,
if
we'll
I pulled
see.
this lever, would we be level 6?
If you level up, Kino, you probably don't survive that mechanism as far as staying here. So we'll see. But no, you wouldn't necessarily level for that. So
Quick,
no,
give me
it's
all your
this
items.
this is all milestone in here, so you still have a little ways to go. But you're relatively close. Kino knows when he leveled, so it's probably very similar. So
Oh yeah.
Damn it, dude.
yeah.
I'll see you guys around.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
It was
Yeah,
fun,
thank
everyone.
you.
I would love if somehow Erasmus got to go to the main campaign and Ebram came here. Because he wouldn't know
Yeah.
anything about what's going on. He'd be the most useless person here.
Would be funny.
He'd be
So
like,
bad.
he'd be like, I'm where?
How would you? Oh, you are in it now, my friend.
No, I'm
Yeah.
talking about if Ebram came to the Tomb of Horrors, he'd be like, I have no idea what any of those other people were talking about. This is my first time here.
So the main takeaway from tonight is I am the leader and the hero of Group A.
Yes, in
Yep,
Erasmus'
leader.
eyes.
Hero.
Yeah.
Tell that to brother.
Sorry, what was get out? She's not here. Brother doesn't have to know nothing.
tell that to Henri in game that Erasmus can't stand her.
No. Amanda.
All right, Chris, just get back with me when you can. Later, guys. It was fun.
Yeah, I will.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
it's gonna be interesting to see, especially once we get out how Group A and Group B interacts.
Yep. No, that'll definitely be
Oh.
a thing.
Can we fight
Um,
them?
You'll see.
Oh,
You'll see.
maybe not. You don't
We'll
want
see.
that.
Yeah, we do.
No, you
I
don't
feel
want
like
that.
Kino's like,
But
I'm
you're definitely both gonna have like equal, like I will say equal opportunities to permanently affect things and decide where you want to go and all that stuff. So, like for instance, Group A will very soon be affecting something absolutely permanent for you guys. So,
Oh.
yeah. So because they're doing there's like kind of a world changing event going on, which they can tell you about, but
Is
depending on
Towns
what
there
happens.
or is it not?
Exactly. Like
For
Icewind
now.
Dale is going to go through a decent amount of change, probably, and that's going to affect you guys, obviously. And so,
Are
vice
you go-
versa, same things will happen.
Is Group B gonna visit 10 towns or 3.5 towns?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's something I didn't even think about.
Yeah. No,
Ah, like
it'll
8
all
towns.
affect everything. Yeah.
We'll make
lifting
a
up-
new. We'll make a new amount of towns, like forever how many we lose, so it's still 10 towns.
Yep.
It's fine.
And thank you very much, Abel. Thanks for doing that. And we'll talk soon about what you actually get out of all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just weird. It was like, okay, this is like kind of what this is supposed to work. And then all
Yeah.
of a sudden,
Exactly.
D-
Exactly.
So Chris, now that it's an impossibility, can you tell us what would have happened had we just been like, yeah, Abel, get us out of here, and we left the Tomb of Horrors?
You totally would have left the Tomb of Horrors. That's the only other way that label. So, what would have happened on the meta side is that any time that Abel leaves the Tomb of Horrors through any kind of magic item that Abel's done himself, Abel and Kino get differently affected. Abel worse than Kino.